I've been drinking water for some time, picking up the parts of my life. Didn't get to solve it this time. How am I to break apart? Don't tell me why we can't collide. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Don't you feel it? On the break of dawn, I'll follow you to carry on. On the break of dawn, I'll follow you to carry on. I've been seeing farther in dark skies, bringing myself violent, not for time. Following my heart, ain't denying. So you now I play no part. Lost in the night, don't justify the love we lost, the love we hide. Don't you feel it? Don't you feel it? On the break of dawn, I follow you to carry on. On the break of dawn, I'll follow you to carry on.
क्या सीन है? क्या हो गया? ना क्यों?
macro style, and I think with Teo out of the meta, they could barely
हाँ, excellent.
back that
चलो,
whole
चला
side.
तो।
Exactly, and I think a big part of it is what you just said is pivoting. And I think Sentinels is a team that is so storied on split. There's so many historic David and Goliath matchup, and the same could be said for our casting duo. I'll let you decide who's who. Take it away, Uber and Wyatt.
Last time we saw Sentinels at a global.
10 हारेगी। ओए शुभम,
We'll talk about road to
देख के बात कर।
America's superstar
क्या?
team, but Wolves on the other side come into this tournament with everything to prove.
नए से पंगा मत ले।
By far the least expected team to be at this event. People questioning, did they make it just because of the EDG fall-off? Do they deserve to be here? Well, Sufat said that dreams do come true. Everything he's been through for years have led to this.
म्यूट करते हैं भाई, कॉपीराइटेड गाने होंगे तो दिक्कत। बाय द वे, हेलो जेड, हेलो शुभम। लाइक करो, लाइक करो, करो। ये जो आप इमोजी भेज रहे हो वो बॉक्स में क्रॉस बनकर आता है। किसको बोल रहे हैं? रिद को बोल रहे हैं? लेकिन क्यों आता है? ये तो YouTube का इमोजी है, तो अगर YouTube ऐप में है तो तुझे दिखना चाहिए। वैसे तो ऐसे हिडन तो नहीं रहना चाहिए। बहुत कुछ हो गया भाई शुभम। अरे स्टार्ट हो
Not
गया।
lacking in flashes. They
Oh wait, we're starting now? I thought I'm late, but I'm not. I thought मैंने rounds miss कर दिए भाई। Lol bro.
Flash was shut down.
But my oh
Flash was good.
what?
Can't complain about it.
Hello? Hi, hello.
Does is affected by paranoia, and this is awkward. The wall is
But I missed. What? 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 Oh my god, एक सेकंड भाई, मेरे को पानी लेके आना है। मैं पानी नहीं लाऊंगा। बहुत कुछ हो गया भाई शुभम। RCB, hello RCB, welcome to the stream. May I know who you like? Are you? Is this someone who has been on my stream and it is your alt account? या क्या सीन है?
Bide some time. Distract them.
Or are you new? If you're new, welcome.
Time is dropping, and
I fucking love RCB too. By the way, just putting it out there.
There's also going to be presence from Heaven. Springs gonna get
Ah hell nah. Okay.
an opener.
Okay.
Every kill, a headshot there for Wolves.
कोई बात नहीं.
Ready for the trap Sen laid.
महेश हूँ. अरे महेश जी.
like that from
Welcome,
Sentinels
welcome.
here on
RCB रख लिया आपने अपना नाम. Nice.
by that flash turned by both.
अरे यार सेन हारेगी पता नहीं क्यों लग रहा है भाई ये सब मत बोल पनौती मत बोल शुभम.
By far the most experienced player on this Wolves team when it comes to international events. Every single one he attended with FPX in 2024. That experience is going to need to come into play to keep the rest of these guys in it. He's been such a consistent force for them.
Pulls down.
क्या कर रही हूँ मैं. एक सेकंड मुझे माइक म्यूट करना है. मैं पानी लेके आ रही हूँ. मुझे 2 मिनट दो ना. ये क्यों खुलता है मुझे नहीं चाहिए.
Be an adjustment period for them.
Conversely, Wolves also were a really Tejo-reliant team. They're playing that agent in the past on most of their maps as well. Tech pause sorted. We're going to be jumping back into the game now. It's Wolves, of course, on their anti-eco.
Brought up a couple rifles, just going to leave that ghost towards Spring, who's going to be surely trying to lurk, take a couple engagements
okay.
with no
मैं भूल गई थी मेरा
upgrade
हॉट क्या
here.
रखा था मैंने.
Look at this from Wolves. This is really right now.
सामिदी आपसे ज़्यादा रित भाई गुस्सा होंगे मेरे ओपिनियन से just saying. I don't think
Any moment there could be multiple flashes.
मैं बहुत पेटी हूँ. मेरे से ज़्यादा गुस्सा नहीं होगा.
Especially on an eco.
Definitely. सिग्मा बॉय नहीं बजाया इसलिए फर्स्ट राउंड हार गए. सॉरी. अबे पता है सिग्मा बॉय देख एक तो पहली बात जब मेरा मोनेटाइज हो जाएगा तो तब मैं सिग्मा बॉय नहीं बजा पाऊंगी क्योंकि इट विल अफेक्ट माय व्हाटएवर 1-2 पैसे का जो भी इनकम होता है उतने का भी होगा. एंड बाय पैसे आई मीन पैसे नॉट रुपीस. आई मीन पैसे बिकॉज छोटे अकाउंट्स को इन पैसे ही इनकम होती है. तो अगर मैं कॉपीराइट गाने बजाऊंगी तो मेरे को फिर वीडियो मेंबर्स ओनली में कर सकते हैं. मेंबर्स ओनली में चिल करेंगे. मेंबर्स ओनली में बकचोदी करेंगे स्ट्रीम्स पे. बट उसके अलावा मैं नॉर्मल स्ट्रीम्स पे शायद नहीं बजा पाऊंगी. मेरे को पता है सिर्फ तुम्हारे लिए तुम लोग के लिए बजाती हूँ मैं. और हर स्ट्रीम के बाद मुझे जाके वो कॉपीराइट रिमूव करना पड़ता है. पता है आई लूज वॉच आवर्स एंड एवरीथिंग ऑन दैट. बट इट इज फाइन क्योंकि तुम लोग को चाहिए होता है. उससे फर्क नहीं पड़ता उनको. मेरे को बस ये है कि बाद में स्ट्राइक वाइक ना पड़े. मतलब ऑटोमेटिकली स्ट्राइक नहीं पड़ता. सिग्मा बॉय से इम्पैक्ट तो नहीं होता बट पॉसिबिलिटी है. लाइक इफ यू कीप यूजिंग कॉपीराइटेड कंटेंट अ लॉट देन YouTube might flag my channel. I'm not sure. मेरे को एक बार चेक करना पड़ेगा how all of that works. This is such a good Viper wall by the attackers.
Corral them into the site and walk out of the round with 3 rifles.
Hello, Becky.
Guns carried over from Wolves. Dangerous for a moment there. SEN were so aware of what they were doing, and that was around where Wolves, it was looking like they were a little too apprehensive about how offensive this SEN comp is going to be on defense. But
अरे फिर मत बजाया करना. I didn't know. नहीं ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. इसलिए हाँ मैं उससे पहले बजाती हूँ. मैंने एक्चुअली रिसेंटली मैं तो पहले बहुत बजाती थी. मैं तो पहले हर दिन बजाती थी और हर दिन हटा देती थी दिन क्योंकि मेरे को पसंद था. बट फिर मैंने कहीं पे तो एक पढ़ा दैट इट इज पॉसिबल कि अगर तुम बार बार कंटेंट यूज करो तो शायद से फ्लैग हो जाएगा. बट मेरे को अगर तुमको पता है इस चीज के बारे में कुछ तो मेरे को बताना. क्योंकि अगर ऐसा नहीं होता है तो I would like to continue using Sigma Boy. It is one of my most favorite songs, bhai. You know it. You know it, Ridway.
He is a menace.
मुझे पता नहीं पता. ठीक है मेरे को ही थोड़ा सा रिसर्च करना पड़ेगा. अबे ये राउंड जितना इम्पोर्टेंट है ना. What?
You can't be doing that.
How? एक second. How did the Viper get in?
He is a menace.
In his space. Juice is getting a lot of room up mid, but Zelsis plants his feet, ready to receive him. But at the same time, the push is coming to the B side, and bang, is hidden.
Oh hell no! Oh fuck, bhai. What a fucking timing he got.
Bank broken for.
And then he expected someone beaming also.
Momentum in the world early. What a play from Spring. Now he is a man on this team that shows absolutely zero fear. Reckless abandon at times, often getting him punished.
Sigma Boy is loving it.
When you watch this guy, he is going to outright win rounds for this team. And I just love that awareness from him, realizing that Bang is going to be playing around the cloud that he had up. He drops and he's posted for the duel. That is insane.
He's the kind of player, even as a Viper player, that loves to just stand out in the open and take these duels. Sometimes early in the round, so it's been exploitable in the past for WOLs, but in that situation, it was just what they needed to control B.
So when you're on attack and you're getting clean 1v1 wins over Bang anchoring a site, you're earning my respect, because these are the situations where Bang is at his finest.
Zelsa is the only player for Sentinels who's really able to have any stopping power in that round. As that poison orb came down, he was just too slow to the punch. Rough starting for Sentinels. We've got him mic'd up. That's an interesting decision.
We're going to see a lot of stingers on this half by very North America coded of SEN to be bringing these in.
Bring them down.
The expert region with one of the silliest guns in the game.
Blinded.
They really want this mid control, Sen. Have already thrust Zekin straight down. And WOL's almost playing, again,
they're expecting a push
early, just like we saw in that anti-eco
because
round.
they only have one gun.
Two players grouped
So
up
I think they expected Sentinels to make a hero play.
Out, though. Of course, Gate crashes away. Now WOLs do have to re-clear mid to some degree, but they're starting to encroach on A, and they've got a local player advantage here.
Juicy has worked some nice.
They are going A. They are reading into it.
Why are you spamming?
They are reading the A hit.
Again, they are rotating.
If all of them,
this is really reminiscent of that.
I think if there's one more person on the side now, it can be really good because they have those guns. Nice.
That, however, though, is where the Stingers thrive.
Oh, they should be aware of the flank. Come on, you can't not know. This guy who has been lurking ever since. He put a smoke also.
30 seconds left.
Okay, he's just clearing ramps. Okay, but now he might push. Oh, they went. Okay, they're going to
get a full plan. Doesn't look like Bang is going to be in position.
Hello, Kanch. Welcome. क्या हाल है?
15 seconds on the clock, but they should be able to get the spike down.
कैसे हो?
Send to recover another upgrade.
He's hearing all of this.
Oh my god, this could be everything.
He has the gun.
This could be everything on the round.
The rate gets past them, but the timing here is very tight. Sufat is likely to come up behind Sentinels here, and they may not be ready for a bated breath here as Wolves try and close the net.
Fuck! Stab! Backstab!
Has to go large here, but he doesn't have much to shoot at. Sees John. Trigger discipline.
Oh!
Now he's got that heaven control. Sentinels are starting to filter out onto the site. Lysol waiting. Dark cover blooms. He'll see it all here and bring Zelsis to heal. The shot through the smoke might be too much in the hand of a Sufat from the right.
Ah! Andy! Oh my god!
4 for the fade and 4 for Wolves.
The IGL of Wolves. Speaking of how much this tournament meant to him, comes up in a crucial.
How did they not expect?
Altered the momentum they've got from winning that bonus on the prior. The patience.
Oh, but they should have.
Beautiful flank, and then able to just.
Because I'm sure यहाँ पर जब rotate हुआ.
Gets past them, but the
late man, we've got
left things up.
See, they knew that the fade is on A main.
Changing things up. You'll note that Lysor has taken the spike.
And they saw one guy on Heaven.
Though, left spring here.
30 seconds left.
They didn't know if the Omen was here. Omen was here, but he left. Okay.
Wolves attempt to pivot there.
And then they hear this guy
Should be able to get
roping.
Doesn't look like Bang is going to be in position to stop that again. They're going so late.
And this guy is still waiting.
Seconds on the clock, but they should
So
be able to
technically they knew that Fade was here.
Send to recover another
this is
upgrade.
dangerous.
Gun to
It
narrate.
could be possible that they thought
He
he
has to
Fade
This could be
Gaya
everything on the
kyunki
round.
I don't know.
Right gets past them, but the timing here is
Sick.
and that was after. Zekin pulled back from mid, so now Sentinels do not have information about that part of the map. They've got no idea that Wolves are concentrating.
Zekin
their
is
plays towards
dead
the
already.
side. Bang's about to get all
Hello Twitch to TV was VCT कल सुबह से होगी है?
A real standout
कल
player is
सुबह से
about
क्यों
to
होगी?
stand
VCT का अभी मैच अभी चल रहा है bro. What do you mean?
Seal fat.
आप सुनाओ long time. हाँ जी long time indeed. मेरा laptop पगलू हो गया था थोड़ा.
Look at Sen, they are going to get
I think my laptop needed some rest. Just like I did.
Player for St. Juicy going to cross.
Cash.
John rather without a trailblazers. Elsis, does he have an opportunity to get
ब्रिज का टाइमिंग हो गया भाई नहीं तो
in
लड़का
danger of the
पकड़.
pressure? Bang is going to have to at least get one here.
all the timing.
Only 2-1.
Oh! Oh hell yes! Oh hell yes! Oh hell yes! Oh my god! What a stun! What a flash! Oh damn right! Hell yes!
Was perfect, made it. Absolutely epic.
Hell yes! I think they're getting used to like they're able to figure out what is happening. Ah, what a stun, bro! What a great stun!
Run through maple syrup, Wyatt. Do not recommend.
What a great stun!
Round where Wolves had intentions of going A. This time they commit and Sen have the full rotate, the full read on them. This
Hello Caesar, welcome. कैसे हो आप?
that though.
Hello Taro.
Would have been
Hello,
able to
hello,
use that
welcome. Hello
overwhelming
Senda.
initiative
Hello, hello.
utility to halt them at a choke point when they're dropping out of heaven.
मैं कॉम खेलती हूँ तो हमारा ब्रीच अपने को फ्लैश करता है स्टन करता है
Obviously
भाई.
want to build off that very important round 5 win
And it's funny because okay, so breach का stun,
at the speed that should allow Sen
for example, my
a
paint
little bit of
है क्या
advance
इसके
notice,
laptop?
providing they can maintain some map presence
हाँ, है
and some
तो.
information in those mid rounds.
Want me
ठीक
to
है.
head back into this
For example,
round 6.
this is the breach stun. अबे बहुत पतला है.
4 different
How do I-
ultimates right now.
भाई इन्होंने चेंज कर दिया है
So you
कितना
have to
UI.
imagine out of this Sen, they could be setting up a
Here I
trap.
think.
If there's a fight
ठीक
from
है.
Wolves to get an orb,
ये ब्रीच का stun है.
get him
Oh
to
wow.
showstopper,
वाओ क्या स्ट्रेट लाइन बनाई है मैंने.
trigger
This
some
is
kind
better.
of fault line.
ठीक
into
है.
the flash.
ये ब्रीच का स्टन है, ठीक है. ब्रीच यहाँ पे खड़ा होता है, है ना? और यहाँ पे एक थोड़ा सा हल्का सा गैप होता है.
Struggling with these early encounters with
ये जो गैप होता है, तुमको इसका ध्यान रख के अपने प्लेयर के लिए स्टन देना पड़ता है,
After being on an
ठीक है. बिकॉज इफ समवन्स राइट इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू, इस वाले जगह में कोई है तो वो स्टन नहीं होगा.
unbelievable.
लेकिन मेरे रैंक के टीममेट्स को समझ में नहीं आता है, वो कॉन्स्टेंटली मेरे को स्टन करते रहते हैं. तो आई डोंट नो व्हाट द डील इज भाई.
Cover 2. So Wolves are going to have to invest some resources at the very least this
ये क्वालिफाइंग मैचेस है ना स्टेज
That's
2,
not enough to force
ये स्विच स्टेज चल रहा है. इसके बाद प्लेऑफ्स होंगे, बट ये भी वीसीटी ही है.
make use of that against
व्हाट डू यू मीन वीसीटी कल सुबह से चालू होगा? दिस इज वीसीटी ओनली. दिस इज मास्टर्स टोरंटो. इट हैज बिगन.
That dark cover
पहले ये स्विच स्टेज चल रहा है एंड आई थिंक यहाँ से हाउ मेनी प्लेयर्स.
Then Wolves going to pivot towards mid. YU has just been ensuring that no one from Sentinels has pushed too far on this A side. They want to go for the split at the moment.
This is dangerous.
This
for
is the
4 teams will qualify from
in
this
terms of
stage.
numbers for Sen, where Wolves are
The
actually
top 4 teams will qualify.
Bank can sense
here.
You can sense something's a bit wrong, Wyatt, and risk of getting pinched now as that heaven control's been effortlessly taken by Wolves. Given over by Sen. This is the position Bang was playing from the previous round.
They're getting pinched, bro.
Satchel into elbow, presumably.
Oh no!
Devastating.
What?
And there
What?
just handled.
30
Spring
seconds
is
left.
nasty. Zakin and Zelsa's doubled up here,
What?
trying to find a way back in. But
Dude, how?
deny
Okay, I don't get. Okay. Wait.
It's the on this ace and enough resources committed and that dark cover dropping.
Wolves looking to
Have to force Zekin away.
of that to gain some space, but Zekin eventually has to give up.
They
that.
tried to show pressure B.
Enough resources committed, and that.
But the mid was completely left open. So they decided to give up this control and they decided to play side. But that is bad
This is dangerous.
This
for
is
Bang.
the weakest the A side.
because your players are going to get pinched. It is a miracle if they're going to अगर उनको kills मिलते तो that would have been great.
At risk of getting pinched now. Is that heaven?
But the timing of the util, Molly, raise ka satchel, everything worked out. It worked out so well.
Double satchel into elbow. Presumably.
ये जो Molly है ये Jelsis तो यहाँ पे ये attacker Molly है.
Bang was playing from the previous round. Is Juicy double satchel into elbow.
Flash भी डाला.
Devastating push.
Oh my god.
Execution.
Even in that moment,
Okay.
Bang felt like he needed to get
Hello Vijay bhai, what's up?
so much pressure.
Hello Robin दीदी pain करके
Teleport out and was caught by the spam
Yes.
from Spring.
क्योंकि मैं तुमको
6 rounds into the game.
डिटेल में बोलना चाह रही थी कि मैं क्या exactly बोल रही हूँ.
Nice multi-kills as well.
Same as
Hello Major, आप भी कर रहे हो आज
that
का
big man
गेम
control initially. Second, those been moved to
Always.
The importance of this
Yes.
round cannot be
Hello.
understated. This is
मैंने
their
फिर
economy
क्या है
on
अभी
the
देखो
line.
same
Victoria
initial
Sim will
confidence
probably
that's
be using
why.
the secrets at some point to win this out if they can. This would be
Initial confidence as in
for Wolves.
ठीक के बारे में बात कर रहे
Second, he can't even get away in time.
हो. Nah.
Worth 2 for Wolves. Oh, 1 second.
Pop to clear it. Good peek in there from John. Gets down Ramson at least.
Dude, get the fuck out of there. Oh my god, Narrate gave me a fucking heart attack.
Cannot win the fight against Silfat.
He's so dead.
Oh, they're waiting.
They are so dead.
He sat there and tells us down to a boom bot. Okay. It's on Bang. It's doable. Fake TP now. Try and pull the wool over Wolves' eyes. But they're looking for him. Why are you with the cam? That has to be cleared.
That's going to give away Bang's position. Crucial for Wolves. They can double up, try to face this elbow.
On the angle, it will be Sufat taking a solo fight. Bang just gets...
Oh, 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 oh.
You're not coming to
Very
me.
doable. Very doable.
Yes, I'm coming to you. 5 bullets in the chamber.
Oh, hell yes. Let's fucking go, man.
One could have gone either way. That's got Jordan on his feet.
Hello, Devesh. Devesh, what's up? What's
Must
up?
win round.
Hell yes, bang, bang.
Was hanging in the
Bang, bang नहीं bang, bang कर दिया.
Imagine Wolves win that round war through. They get to 7 already on split attack. Major deficit that SEN would have had to overcome. Zekin is just, wow. He's in disbelief at how quick that was.
It's a tight angle to be fair. What's else to say here? Falling the wrong way of the boom bot.
You can see SEN there. We're trying to flood back in again. That should be their forte with this comp. They have so many options to get out.
Good round, bhai.
The Wolves had fantastic positioning to deny
Bro, Bang is such a clutch player, bro.
out of heaven.
Viper's pit towards me. Sen have really given up this part of the map.
Let's go,
in the
Bang,
last
boy.
couple of
Hell
rounds.
yeah. Nice, bro. Technically good round by Bang. Bang ने बचाया है.
Judge.
I don't know what keeps
The
happening.
poison
Like,
on him. Spring is very much aware of it.
it's just that he's not able to. Zekin is not able to hit his first few shots, but it's okay. It's just the first match. He's getting warmed
Oh,
up,
breaking the action
probably,
as Wolves.
and it's all good. I just hope they don't let it get to their heads
A
because
side of the map where it's really only John in attendance.
it's still very fucking doable and very fucking
Yeah, currently just
possible for them to do it.
Sorry.
It's wonderful.
they're going to send out that flash, perhaps for additional info, but no, isn't going to do so. Just wants to play off Narrate, who's now jump spotting the cross.
John here with a bit of spray. Lysor takes a glancing blow. Okay, looks like that fault line does connect.
They're trying to keep the heaven control as well, or
30-second
info.
mark in the round, but they begin to have it once more.
No!
Elixir never
Wait, was a self-stun?
He's got to fight his way out of the corner, but he can't. Caught by the seas. Narrate though plants his feet.
What are you guys doing? Narrate!
Fat stuck in screens. Spike too far away to recover. Sen looking like they can carry 3 rifles out of the round. Bang won't give him more than that.
Oh my god, last round was saved by Bang, this round was saved by Narrate.
30-second mark, they go for it and they fizzle as they try and hit A.
SEN again, they're able to get 3 players over to that ace.
No, but how are you going to...
Juicy gets a lovely first kill onto Zekin. I think that was John got 1 while still in.
तुम्हें पता है तुम्हारा बंदा, like, you don't have any information here, okay? So that which is why your sky is dogging.
Lovely first
क्या scene
ball
है?
to second. I
Why
think
was he not ready
John
for
got
it?
one wall still in the
I think he was ready for it. Oh nahi. I think he was. Oh nahi. He was ready for it.
I think that was John got.
Yeah, he was. He was ready for it. But I think इसने अच्छा swing दिया और मार दिया. Timing पे.
Was actually picked up
कोई ना, we still got the round. It's okay.
round.
It's fucking okay. And even John got that kill, even though how the fuck did John stun himself from his own dog? Even though उसने इधर मारा dog यहाँ पे फटा, बंदा यहाँ पे
Took a hit from that
self stun हो गया वो, लेकिन crazy भाई.
Zelsa's back away into ropes. Juicy's now has found himself elsewhere. He's hot heavy stuff through mid, and Juicy's able to bring Zelsa's down.
What a double swing! That was excellent from Wolves.
Now I see a push here.
ये लोग ना solo fights कहीं भी नहीं ले रहे हैं.
So passive.
Hey!
Bang!
Oh my
Can't
god.
get a look at him. Instead, tries to sneak up and has an off angle to play with now. He's into Ramen.
Oh, a little bit of damage. Ryu, but I mean,
Good shit.
be fighting that with a
3v3, they have two guns.
got on their way into the B site though, knowing it's a vacant.
One guy is very low.
Push out
And
the
it's
other player going down. John concerned.
okay, they're fighting.
Try for
Okay, good shit. Last guy is 10 HP.
good for two. Everything on the very low HP Sufat.
Scrappy round, considering Wolves didn't really have a full buy to work with. So back with 10 health. You can't.
Red Bull clutch! Impossible clutch!
Hell fucking no. Hell no.
Trade wasn't fast enough from Sen. They cannot be losing that.
He took an outlaw hit at the start of the round. With the sheriff, he proved that the town ain't big
Oh
enough.
my
for two of
God.
them. Or three in that case. Unbelievable. It's barely checked for.
Oh my god.
That outlaw shot earlier. One of the only players.
Oh my god.
Whether there were two for Wolves.
Yeah, that's a stand up. That's a stand up.
Even the little bicep play.
I don't have face cam, so you guys can't see it, but I have my hand on my fucking head right now. I'm face palming right now.
Boys looking shredded, not gonna lie.
I mean, you have got to call your timeout here. This is the second Sentinels timeout for the map. Called in round number 10. Kaplan very adamantly trying to assert himself here. As that really should have been a SEN round, dead to rights. It's that individual brilliance that really comes to shine on a stage like this one, Wyatt. Nobody could have seen that coming.
Wolves were doing a great job controlling the map early, but bang, heroic again.
Oh, कितनी बैठी हो आप?
Gets that trade on the spring, catches out.
रुको, आपके लिए मैं Discord पे डालती हूँ ना.
Playing from sewer, then
Team
they
आपको वरना delay आएगा.
trade things down. There's just no way they should lose that. There's just no way. Sufa is
You just open a laptop
on
now.
one at the moment, and this is just an aspect of Wolves. They are volatile, but when these players are hitting on the same day, they have shooters. They are so dangerous. But when things are going wrong, they're disjointed, they just look like a totally different team. You didn't know which one you're gonna get, but we got Wolves at their finest.
You have a lot of time. You have info that the guy is 140.
Wants to challenge this
Why are you going to
That wall earlier was very
please
passive.
clear angles, bro? Obviously, he's going to play a position.
Maybe
He's
the
trying to go
Orange
into.
tucked there in B main.
Obviously, he's gonna make a.
Paranoia is going to keep Juicy at bay.
I mean, I know they didn't do it on
Still
purpose,
feels
but
like he needs to give up a fair amount of that space.
and those were crazy shots by that guy,
This
भाई.
A site, I mean, typically when
But उसने half-heartedly clear किया भाई. Bang should have cleared it completely. He turned away.
That was like 20
He saw him. By the time he could move back, like turn around, वापस, the guy killed him.
Wolves using every second of the round to explore the map, and Juicy's pausing in the forehead, bangs cranium, what? He just takes the fights and wins them. That severely reduces Sen's presence.
Hello Sagar, hello Sen.
Pulls up from screens, maybe to
Agree यार, yes.
the heaven fight brewing. Zelsa seems to know it. It's a really labored pick there from Lysol that allows Zelsa's to find his own too.
I just think they are not able to find their rhythm
He wins that fight.
right now. Like they're not able to hit all of their shots and everything. I think they're going to be fine. I think it's fine.
Cam cleared. Looks like the move is over to
थोड़ा सा बस panic. I just hope they don't panic.
Back to the B side.
Zayside is going to be completely.
Hello Dougal, what's up?
Kills he's been finding has the
नहीं मतलब it's I mean obviously it was their round to win,
He's pushing all the way
but it's okay.
right now. He wants to take an early fight. This dimensional drift. That's going to spot him out. I mean, this is a must-win right now for SEN. Look at their economy. Has to be committed.
Juicy can't
Good shit.
gun down another brace of two this time, but out of the dimensional drift comes second. He is handled. YU is ready.
Not another clutch, please. Oh my god. Sorry guys, मैं चिल्ला दी थोड़ा सा.
Gets him within a 2-round striking distance. Boy, they've had to fight tooth and nail for every single one of these rounds.
Zelsis is simply the hero of this round. Juicy winning 2 isolated 1v1s. And Zelsis knows someone has to be the guy.
Nice shot, ways again.
I'm just going to play a weird off angle when they push up into heaven. I just have to get a multiple. That's the only way back in. And
There is tense. Bang bang.
Round 11 coming at you.
कामी दीदी क्या हो गया? मतलब क्या हुआ? आपको क्या लगता है कौन जीतेगा? सेन जीतेगा भाई और कौन?
Hell of a lot of ults right now for Wolves. They've got.
Sheesh, indeed. Twitch today. Can I go on DC call? यार मेजर भाई actually मैं बात नहीं कर रही हूँ डीसी पे एंड पिक्सी तो माइक ऑफ रहता है उनका हमेशा. वॉच पार्टी के टाइम पे ना थोड़ा ज्यादा भसड़ हो जाता है. लाइक आई डोंट यूजुअली सिट विद पीपल ड्यूरिंग वॉच पार्टी. Okay, they know. Nice flash, good kill. See, now they're finding their rhythm.
That could be enough to turn the tide, despite being at a man disadvantage right now for Wolves.
Dual theft there for YU. Gatecrest sent across to the.
They have util. They have
in elbow.
They have util for retake.
Things down, not trying to commit to the plan at the moment.
They are reading into it. They're not moving away. They're not moving away. They know they're. They know they're still late.
Actually cycle back up, so when the spike does eventually get tapped, there's even more util for SEN to flood in off of.
Okay, I think SEN still confirmed though the Wolves are staying here. Is the rolling thunder? This could get ugly. YU on Raptor finds one, but second trades it instantly. Cancel from the shadow.
Oi!
They're not checking it. Bangs able to salvage now for the 1 versus 1. No plan. He's caught with a use out.
What do you mean, dude? What do you mean you don't check that corner? Oh my god.
SEN man advantage, massive.
Dude! You have to be kidding me.
Cancel from the shadow. Get ugly. YU on Raptor finds one, but second trade. Wolves are staying here. Is the rolling thunder? This could get ugly. YU on Raptor finds one, but second trades it instantly. Cancel from the shadow. It's not the off angle. They're not checking it. Bangs able to salvage now for the.
How do you not check that off angle?
Coming out from there.
He was stunned. He was ulted.
Look at the buy now from SEN. Their last chance to get around on split defense. Only 4 to their name before the side swap.
And this time there's a lot more presence in B main. Zekinen had to be ready in the double swing. Catches him off guard. Narrate peels off the line. Doesn't want to handle it.
Wolves in this.
Self flash हो गए थे, I
You're starting
think.
to have a little trouble. Let's get you some back.
Fuck!
In the game.
Self flash हुए थे, I think. नहीं, सिर्फ breach flash हुआ था. Breach flash हुआ था Yoru से. Yoru was not flashed. Zekin was not flashed. ओए, मेरे कान.
Wolves are pretty diligently trying to clear
7-5 नहीं हो पाएगा. 8-4 half लग रहा
This
है.
will buy some time for the flanking troop of Sentinels to wrap around. It's being watched for by YU though. Better weapon. No stingers are not going to hit hard enough at that range. Now the Nightfall over to the B site. Nobody here for SEN. They've all peeled off. There's more on the flank. YU checking for it with the camera. Sees it all. Paranoia comes in but only catches onto the Cypher. There's a real fight here in B main. And Wolves slap Sentinels down. Narrators had to jump into the pit. No other choice.
And split is
Gets rid of it though.
SEN का अच्छा map.
Gets the Viper out of the way. Now Narrate can heal back up, but Juicy's waiting for him. It's a 8-4 half.
We need tension on the line. नहीं ऐसा नहीं.
Introducing SEN to that Chinese Valorant in the most brutal way possible.
They are being outshot. The mechanics right now are just simply better for Wolves. Spring dominant.
This roster is one of my most favorites, but
All right, we're gonna do a
I
break.
don't know. Maybe first match
Splitting this
DP
game
खा रहे हैं. क्या scene है? They're not doing their basics right. Is what I'm like. Something that they're usually good at. leaving. Bye bye. Okay, bye bye bye. बट मत जा भाई. जीतेंगे नहीं. वो ब्रीच फ्लैश था. नहीं था. सिर्फ ब्रीच फ्लैश था. I mean breach flashed as in okay wait. They were not flashed by the breach. The breach was flashed by the Yoru, but the Yoru was not flashed by himself. उसने flash Zekken ने flash डाला and he dodged it. But Zelsis got flashed by Zekken's flash. And ठीक है, breach did not check the angle. But Zekken also didn't check the angle. I think he was just clearing the left first. Then he would have cleared the right. Hi Allah, I don't know. Hi Ram. I muted. कल भी होगा मैच. कल लेकिन एक ही मैच होगा. नहीं. हाँ. अच्छा नहीं, कल भी दो मैच होगा.
Wolves had the fact that they 2-0 Billy in the lower final. This team, when they're hitting though, like they are today, individually are so sick. I mean, Juicy, Sufan, Spring are putting on a show. The 1v1s, the raw duels are just going the way of Wolves right now. SEN need to wake up.
Lysol gets first contact here at B. This is going to draw Sufan over towards that side of the map through spawn, but Senna far from committed.
Waiting right now to just play off of this fault line. Dark cover is going to get thrown down B main by Lysar over there on B, who's stacked up with Siufa. Prowler Reaper is going to get some information onto Bang. Senna just slowly taking their time, posturing up. It's looking like an oncoming B split.
That smoke indicates potential ropes control, but Sen do not have the players on the
Super
A
stack
side of the map.
day.
Definitely going to see them
This is
pivot
bad.
here. And they're trying to cut off rafters with that smoke to maybe take him.
That stun is good. That flash is also good.
On a spring.
Yeah.
Juicy though playing from within the smoke deals with Zelsis. There's a way for Zekken to really get past that, but Sufat trying to hold on the site. He's dug out easily.
Nice.
Zekken has that rafters control. And
Nice.
Sentinels have been able to clear Wolves. Player advantage
Zekken
now.
is very
Spike
low.
to go down.
Let's see what Spring can
They have to know that one guy is.
his way into heaven slowly. Has to wait for this dark cover to fade.
Peers down ropes, doesn't see anything. YU decides this is the time to activate from the defender side. Spawn, Spring wins the duel. That's big. Can YU do it as well? They can! It's down on rate. Has a flash to work with. Lets it go. It's a matter of playing time, something that Sen couldn't do in that first half when it needed to happen. Now it's ring around the rosy, folks, but now we're going to see them clash.
Nice! Good shit! Let's fucking go. Hello, Killu! Welcome, cutie.
Desperately for Sen to
Me
get
big
back
fan of
into
you,
this
bhai.
game.
Stream कब कर रही हो?
Get things started right in this second half after not
Good round.
getting
Good pistol.
anything started in the first.
अबे यार but दिक्कत ये है ना that
About to once again succumb to the aim of these Wolves players. Spring isolated 1v1 taken against Bang. Gets the adjustment.
नहीं छोड़ो मैं अभी कुछ नहीं बोल रही.
Juicy
थोड़ी
didn't
देर बाद
realize there were
बोलूँगी.
two players in that heaven smoke. Zekken slipped the net and was able to pick Sufat off on the side. Anti-eco now for Sentinels.
तभी
Phantom for
शेयर
John.
ओके गुड लक फॉर
This
स्ट्रीम
is just full.
चल ये लोग रहे हैं मेरी
Classic
क्यों फट
save
रही
here
है मेरी every single time I'm watching Sen भाई
Shouldn't be,
every single time
succumbing to too much damage.
4 साल हो गए अब तो
Trying to get those orbs into Zekin's hands though. Get those dimensional drifts rolling early.
Yeah, that is the name of the game when you're running Yoru. That has been one of, if not the most relevant meta ults this entire year. Round defining.
My camera is
Laborious, but the cam is cleared. Sentinels crossing to take that heaven control, but as we speak, Wolves are coming up from ropes. Spraying through the smoke, Zekin, much to his chagrin, takes some damage and is seized in place! He's able to get at least far enough away from the snake bite, and even a paint shell is committed by Wolves. That's a lot of util drawn out.
Good little combo. Who's close to getting.
Oh, Zelsis has such a good
He has just
flank.
been slow getting into this site, and he's calling for the rest of the team to pivot over now.
Is this an overpush?
Free?
Nice.
Almost, but superior weapon comes out on top.
Great mid-smoke here, might be a flash out of it. Tufet's gonna have to face them down, but Zekin's gonna be there with a stinger. Juicy from the smoke, they emerge, and Zekin will dispatch them. Just YU now.
Yo.
But all things considered,
Nice good round. भाई कर दिया already
Get
some
seconds,
through like
one over from the dimensional drift, so they can play to that as a win con now on this bonus. Give Wolves a taste of their own medicine for how they were able to open the game, how they were able to get up in such a significant lead early. A bonus round win here should effectively tie things up, would be worth 2.
Hey, एक
there
second.
from Sen. That big control smoke to ropes and then face Wolves as they try and push out.
You see in that moment what we're going to be seeing a lot of on
अरे!
this attack, which is just an infinite
क्या
amount
उसने अपना नाम ओए क्लाव कर लिया ना
smokes as a team from Sen.
वाह ओए क्लाव लिखा मैंने
Stinger in hand.
एच लिखने से पहले एंटर दबा दिया
John checks heaven and is very lightly held.
ये लाइव क्यों नहीं आ रहा
Entering
क्या
the
सीन है
part of the match,
इसका
that looks to re-clear.
किसी को पता है क्या ये लाइव क्यों नहीं आ रहा
So that's actually swinging out. Does have to back away. Does have to give that space up. Sen are getting
नमस्ते
now in heaven.
वरुण जी नमस्ते
Wolves pivoting.
मैं भी आपको वरुण बुला सकती हूँ आप मुझे डॉली बुला सकते
Crucial 1v1.
हो आपको मैं वरुण बुलाऊँ
Wolves playing around this smoke, not looking to get entrenched in elbow, just want to play forward. Spring pops his head up and it's whack-a-mole
है
for
थोड़ी
John.
सीन डाउन अच्छा
Okay, the double swing. The Stinger gets some value though. And
नाइस नाइस
this just
3v2 man advantage play together
Why you with these rifles, this 4x for Wolves have to
nice good shit
instead of giving them
this
nothing.
bonus is so huge bhai
Unfortunately, this round is displaying
good
in
shit bhai let's
position
fucking
for
go
Wolves
good round
defensively
good
on
bonus
this map. They'll get in positions to flood, but there will be too many isolated duels. Things will get a little disconnected.
मेरा नाम वरुण है तरुण नहीं हाँ हाँ वही तो बोल
But
रही हूँ
they
मैं
didn't pop out at this
वही बोल रही हूँ मैं वरुण भाई
swinging open in heaven. He just
वही
goes
बोल रही हूँ मैं
on his own in this moment to John. There are 2 players to his right, but there's no one to swing out to help because it's just not coordinated on that timing. And this is going to get Sen an opportunity to tie the game 8-8. This is really important for Wolves coming into this match.
There's no initial anchoring presence on that site for Wolves either. They had to awkwardly filter in as Heaven's been taken. Spring passive hold in mid. Nice is awkward now. No one to swing off that line, and we are caught in the aftershock. Narrate guarantees that easy kill. 3 players with Sheriffs is all that Wolves have to their name.
This is going to feel great for Sen to have this level of momentum coming into the second half. Their economy is absolutely rolling. Unlikely that Wolves will be able to get any damage out. I don't know, maybe 1 kill if Sufat can get a nice little jiggle peek here, but
they just have to play this
put Sen
उसके
ahead
बाद वाला round
significantly
थोड़ा सा
and
patiently
apply
थोड़ा
so
सा
much pressure
I just hope they
to
don't
these
rush
buy
into
rounds
anything
that Wolves are going to have in subsequent rounds.
Well, death and taxes. Silver's able to find his 1. It doesn't really change the fact that Sen are crawling over this A site like a kicked anthill. And there are only 2 Sheriffs for Wolves to try and extract them. Silver doubles back here. Prowler down ramp. There's no one there. Sen are just entrenched on this A site, ready to fight for it.
Just have the Wolves players ready to play for exits, see if they can take one of these guns away.
I still got a rifle. Pick up Zel's fallen weapon, presumably.
one of the 20 flashes they have to take a peek. There's number 19.
Oh, I love that foul line. Just to set a crossing, making sure no one can peer in. Lysor never had an opportunity to take a fight, but he will be allowed to walk away with this rifle. However, Sen City have evened up this game, folks, on a run after winning the pistol in this second half. And Wolves starting to whimper a little in that round.
And Sen have more than a real opportunity to extend this run to 5 rounds straight. Given the ultimates that they have when we get out of this timeout that's being called by Wolves. A pivotal round in the game. This is 3 round coming up where Sen can outright win. They have a Rolling Thunder and a Dimensional Drift. Wolves have nothing to lose in the ult department outside of a neural theft, and obviously that is a fun side in that when we're talking about the ult economy.
Let's get this shit. The Bishop of Sen City.
Yeah, more Valorant. Wolves are going to need to tighten up their
Sorry,
right now.
मेरा chat freeze हो गया
Going
था
to
यार.
have to be able to
अभी reload
this
किया.
Sentinels utility when it's coming into the site, not drop.
मैं mango.
There's too much. There's too much
Okay,
initiative.
okay.
Too many flashes to play around. The ults are going to be too much to
जी
play
भाई.
around. They're going to need to find a way to absorb all
मैं
of
आपको
that,
डॉली
not go
बोलूँगा.
down, and then
हाँ,
tighten up those
मैं भी तो वही
timings
बोल
when
रही हूँ.
they're
मैं
going to
आपको
try
और
to flood
बुलाऊँगा.
back in after the fact.
I'm joining back with all the
Really
values.
volatile attack side from Wolves, but it was
मतलब?
enough to catch Sen off guard on multiple occasions. On this side of the map, though, with Sentinels
तो
being
तू
able
उधर जा
to
रहा है.
the pace, Wolves have looked a little
Okay.
bit disjointed, a little
But
less.
यहाँ पे chat इतनी fast चलती है
Now
कि
they're gonna
पता नहीं
find
चलता.
coming back in. 4 rounds in a row given over to Sentinels, and an even game for us as we head into round number 17.
Sentinels have the spike over towards that B side, certainly implying that they want to go for a split. This is what they did earlier. They have Zekin and Celsius that duo working mid. The rest of the team take B main.
Who's next?
Rachel Drift. Zekin's eating those orbs. Zekin's going to get all of this info and then can't get away with B main if he needs to. That's why you genuinely want to fight this. He needs to get out of here right now. He's going back in to fight Zekin. This is mental.
Ball thrown out. Wayu is going to be in trouble. Just set upon all sides.
Good shit,
No
bhai.
escape. And Spring tries to help him out, bail him out. He gives himself up as well. This is the rifle round for Wolves. They're at such a massive disadvantage already.
My ult's ready.
It's just
एक ही मैच है ना आज नहीं इसके बाद एक और मैच है.
not operating as a full team in that
इसके
moment.
बाद है.
Wayu makes too reckless of a decision trying to get back
हाँ
in there.
ये.
He's going to get
अरे ये तो हो गया.
and
जेंजी ओ ये भी देख सकते हैं बे. जेंजी वर्सेस MIB है. देखोगे?
And then Spring feels like he needs to
मतलब मैं तो देखूंगी.
no one else is on the rotate.
तुम
over
देखोगे
this
तो
game.
बताओ मैं
A
स्ट्रीम
bit
पे
of
ही
a
देख
mostly
लूंगी.
from
अगर
the
तुम
A
नहीं
side,
देखोगे तो मैं स्ट्रीम
not
बंद करके
close to
देखूंगी.
assist. Pretty devastating. At least for Wolves with this save, they'll have an opportunity for redemption on this next round. Not a blowout, not going to have to eco, not allow Sen to get to 10 with ease. But they are truly in the danger zone. They are still staring down the barrel of that Rolling Thunder from the raid, and now John has the Seekers. Just a streamline of ultimates from Sen to get advantages in all of these important gun rounds.
And for Sen, that's such a cost-effective round win where they just commit the dimensional drift. They realize that Wayu is still on that B site. They set a fall line up for Zekin to fight him. Wayu decides he wants to double back. And now that animated-looking Wolf squad really just buoyed forward by that momentum from some of their individual plays have gone quiet, have gone off the boil. What can they manufacture here? Still a buy for them in fairness. 2 half armors, but reasonable arsenal all things considered.
Sen posted up right now for that ramp take. As you can see, Nere ready with the fault line. Good sword, but it's just spammed through.
Juicy here. The only player occupying heaven right now. That TP sound cue for him just makes him uncomfortable, forces him down. Spring will be there.
He's so dead.
Aftershock.
Oh, he's alive? Oh
Lysa
hell no.
catches out Bang to even things up.
How did he dodge that?
Juicy is a wild player.
And that is just spray through the walls
That
from both
was-
teams.
What?
Live by the sword, Bang, die by the sword as well.
Sen are going for the noise cut right now. And you still just have, it's this duo, Celsius and Zekin, who are working the map together on so many of these rounds, trying to contact up, take this space.
There's no way Spring's ready for
Spring
this.
is just,
Oh, wait, the timing? He's turned! Zekin brings him up. Wayu, the sole player over at the B side of the map, and this is going to get a bit hairy for him. Does he choose to try and fight, to commit to this engagement? Got a trap wire on the side. Cam also set up. He's going to play close under rafters, but he is overrun by the double swing.
30 seconds left.
Juicy ascending with bleed, fighting through tier 2 to make it back onto this team when it wasn't a spot for him in Pacific. He's going to go looking via Ramen.
Had to wait years to get this opportunity. Has a rifle right now. Can he be the hero?
Surely not another save for Wolves. They're starting to get a little bit desperate.
But already the time has just dropped so low for them.
They're giving it up.
Damage doesn't even matter. Look at the state of Sen's economy. Multiple players on 8K.
And honestly, this run of rounds, devastating. That is 6 rounds in a row for Sentinels. Now starting to put the timer on Wolves, threatening to close the game out. With the 2-gun save, though, they can definitely distribute enough around to keep themselves well armed. But there's a rolling thunder still waiting in the wings for Sen to make use of. And yeah, can see it now. They've shaken those jitters off.
These late anchor attempts just continue to get overwhelmed entirely.
Oh, he sees
Sen players.
just a glimpse of them through that wall, and bang is... I mean, that boy don't miss. Sheesh.
Catch on the spring is so unfortunate. Almost had the turn. 1 second had already gone to the close road.
Let's go!
Wolves calling their second timeout now of the game. As things have completely gotten out of hand. 6-round run for Sen on this side.
Can definitely feel like we're starting to get to the most important round of the game here in round number 19. When we jump back in, Wolves will have been able to buy up. Close to a Nightfall, close to a Viper's Pit. Honestly, a lot of those big ultimates are just around the corner for them, but they want to be able to make use of them when they're
सैचल से डॉच लिया लॉन्ग कम बैक तो है अबे सैचल लेकिन उसने
one of those opportunities.
कुछ तो सैचल किया बे
Elsewhere, narrators just run away with
I
the
thought
game.
he was dead.
Individual level now. He's sitting on that breach.
कल से क्लासेस है मैं इस मैच के बाद सोने जा रहा सॉरी ओके नो प्रॉब्लम
Come at them with on this attack side. That's gonna make it even
they
harder.
can do this indeed right
Clutch back on the pistol round, that is.
I तो believe
In
मैंने तो बोला ही था कि थोड़ा टाइम तो दो वार्म अप करने का
Wolves yet to do anything highly proactive early in these rounds. Not really taking the fight to Sen too aggro. It's a little too much anchoring attempt against this comp from Sen that is too overwhelming on the execs. Feels like they gotta play for something aggro early, take some space, find some picks, or tighten up those floods, play for that as a win con, especially if they're able to get this Nightfall somewhere for Sufat.
Full armor for Wolves. A very respectable buy, all things considered. Maybe a little neutral light, but that is fine.
And they have actually opted to just give up this B site. They have a kill trip set up that
What is Spring?
Why was hoping to just get a spam kill from.
The Spring wants to fight even rafters. What is that? Unhinged from Spring.
Oh, desperate from Spring to try and get something done.
my god मेरा दिल धक धक किया बे जैसे ही वो ऐसे पेट दिखा के जा रहा था सिटी के साइड
Attack side, Viper's Pit. Lysol trying to get busy now. No Zek is in the corner, but the shot.
oh my god bro this is why you should buy a shorty even on your gun rounds
Juicy dropping down. Pit still active, of course. Juicy trying to disrupt.
One more kill and he'd actually get the showstopper.
And that would be perfect against this Viper's Pit. Can he find it safely? They're on a
vertical
clock.
jump किया
2 players left here for Wolves.
उसने vertical jump लिया और फिर उसने
To the economic
2 सैचल यूज किया है
waits patiently for his prey. Juicy
He's gonna
serves it up.
save.
Sufat has to walk away now. Maybe an exit or so. There is no stop.
अरे हेलो चैम
It is
धक
absolutely
धक किया तेरा दिल अच्छा अबे हाँ मतलब मेरे को 1 सेकंड के लिए लगा कि वो स्पैम करेगा
to his mate Arsenal. I'm
ये
sure.
लोग काफी स्पैम किल्स निकाल रहे हैं बे सिटी से स्पैम कर देता तो थोड़ा सा इसलिए नर्वस ही आ गई मैं
It looked like Wolves had the right approach there. They were just playing off of a kill trip. They give up the site, allow the stack on.
He used one of them to go upper. He used the other one to go towards
and
the
then,
heaven.
when necessary, we'll move over, pivot into a flood, or just go for a full retake. Either one would have been highly recommended over.
Oh, he's using the new knife.
Pointed effort. They can't win. So unfortunate. This
Continue
is
कर मैं silent पे
full
देख रहा हूँ
investment. 4
Okay.
ultimates on the board.
डैम भाई उस दिन मैंने ताना मार दिया था तो
They do.
चैम मैच चैट में ही आ गया
Why you very
भाग्य खुल गए मेरी क्या
last round Wolves in theory gave up that B side until Spring decided to ungive it up. We all know how that went. Prowler into B main.
मैं मजाक कर रही थी यार मैं genuinely मजाक कर रही हूँ.
Few players here. Is that snake bite quick enough? Bang gets ahead of much of this util now. And there's the Nightfall. Gonna reveal his location.
This Prowler fully spotting him out. Spring is steadfast right now. Just has not been able to get started on this defensive side. Wants to go for the peak. Can he actually catch the timing right now?
That's the spike down. Push from Spring. Bang. Just gets the spike, gets out, but he knows he's going to be pursued. Why are you?
Oh my god, what a kill, bro.
Showstopper from Juicy. Where does this one go?
हग्गू हग दिया.
Second gate crash into the.
अबे लेकिन उनको किल मिल गया. What the fuck? अच्छा फ्लैश था बैंक का. अंदर कर दिया उसको.
Get them that man advantage. 25 seconds right now.
अबे यार उनके पास स्पाइक है बे. They
have to fully commit. This is the best opportunity Wolves have had.
Dangerous double
swing. He's concussed.
Narrate tried to set him up with a forward line and outs down to Zelsus in the dying seconds of the round, but he's hit with the paranoia.
10 seconds
Nearsighted, player in heaven. One on boxes and Sufat towards his left. It is a ridiculous stacked deck against him. And so Wolves finally dig their heels in.
अरे गलत जगह पे स्पाइक गिर गया.
They waited a long time for this round. Their first of the
half. Smokes भी नहीं थे.
They can breathe a bit of a sigh of relief.
And नहीं भाई टाइम नहीं. अरे कोई नहीं है मैं समझ रही हूँ तेरे.
Finally able to make some adjustments. Biding his time invents.
तू जब बैठता होगा तो कुछ नहीं करने लगता. I know how that works. मैं भी रात को ही चिल करने बैठती हूँ. YouTube पे.
Didn't actually get a kill, but he was a hell of a distraction for the anchors.
क्या भाई खुद तो मैं कुछ कर नहीं पा रहा.
Those players that were on site to find the advantage.
It's in क्यों? क्या सीन है? आया तो स्ट्रीम भी नहीं कर रहा. मैंने कल भी नहीं किया था ना ये तो.
Sees here Bang. Has the TP away from it. There was a fault line that directly connected with Juicy, but his team's util bailed him out.
अच्छा वैसे तो खाना खा ले. तू पहले खाना खा ले फिर बात कर लियो चैट में.
Called by Coach Fade.
खाना खा ले.
Towards A, allowing B to be played for passive kill trips. If SEN do go towards this site, they're going to be running into so many players.
Trailblazer goes up ramps here. SEN still haven't taken much control of the A side, but up mid they're starting to poke and prod.
Second did teleport.
Did he break that? He broke it.
The entire SEN team are about to be in mid right now. Spring could be in some danger here. He's tucked in a corner to the left side. Now dark cover placed.
Across mid. Mostly undetected. See, Wolves now starting to forge ahead for a bit of information. That re-clear of B.
अगर एक बंदा इनका एक के साइड चला गया ना, this would be a good excuse.
I mean, they do still have.
They know they're reading it.
Actually, Wolves, they had
They know it's
deported from this site.
The cam's there as well. White U likely able to spot Sentinels out of here. They come. Viper's Pit used defensively to try to stop them in their tracks. Was
Oof! Wow, okay.
Spring inside the Viper's Pit. We have a TP by Bang to the back of the site. He clears a trap wire though, so he'll have to give himself away. And it's getting messy in the back. The spray is there.
Ah, hell no.
Juicy down now, 3 up the wall still.
Ah, hell nah. Bhai wo patience, bro.
Low.
और assault की timing.
Great read on the situation. Even after that prowler that gave false info, they stayed committed into that site with multiple players. Ready for the teleport back from the
spike rope.
It did end up paying off, but that little kill trip back there is also to deal with Zekin. If he just runs forward, he's caught because that is.
That is so annoying, bro.
Check Insta DM.
But they couldn't. They were cut off by that pit. Perfect timing from Spring. The pass.
ये बिजली विभाग वालों ने फिर से बत्ती काट दी. ओ इसलिए.
Going
damn भाई. हाँ भाई एयरटेल वाले बहुत अच्छे हैं इसलिए रोज शाम को 6 बजे वाईफाई काट देते हैं. भाई मैं तो जियो यूज करती हूँ. मेरा तो बहुत बढ़िया चलता है जियो का. Now we have a question for you. बोलो बच्ची.
ये तो वॉच पार्टी कर रही है ना.
Spring here sees the clone come in. Paranoia hit. Bang's gonna try and walk away. He gets TP out.
God.
Great little combo again.
The reaction from Bang was so fast there. All right.
Mr. Geo Champ भैया. I can also vouch for Geo Champ. Aditya. Ayyo! Oh my God! Why is he looking like me when I'm playing ranked, bro? Those whiffs. अयो आई एम नेवर एबल टू. पता है आधा टाइम मैं मिस कर देती हूँ वो शॉट्स जब बंदा मेरे को नहीं देख रहा होता है. बंदा देख रहा होता है तो हेडशॉट भाई. बंदा नहीं देख रहा होता. Good shit भाई. Good shot.
It's all on YU 1 versus 2 as Sentinels are going
Heal हो जाएगा.
We saw Bang win a clutch in this exact same situation in that first half. Can YU do the same?
He's going natty. None of that side for util is here on A.
30 seconds
Nothing but that raw gun skill. Instead of trying to draw him out, tapping the spike. Still 23 seconds left in the round. And YU has been ever so patient. John sticks it for real though. Now Zelsis and John grouped up here. Looks like Zelsis should be watching this line. And YU
Good shit, good shot.
one round away from a map win for Sentinels.
Well played.
And the vibes are looking pretty good.
John and Zelsis just watching each other's backs, trying to
From duelist agent you started playing Sentinel
play that. He's looking so
यार ऐसा नहीं है मैं
had that double face coming from screens.
डिपेंड करता है यार क्योंकि डुएलिस्ट लोग हमेशा लॉक कर लेते हैं भाई आधे से ज्यादा टाइम तो आई जस्ट गॉट मोर यूज्ड टू प्लेइंग कंट्रोलर या सेंटी या इनिशिएटर
Position, the IGL they're stepping up for Sen.
more often controller and sendi
Necessary.
also because
Wolves are in the right place.
you get to
But Sen come out on
control
point. Opportunity to steal
the
away
game
pick.
a bit more in the sense अपनी util के साथ if you're not able to get the kills right
Zelsis straight down mid.
you can still have an impact in the game
Trying to get to the back of the site. There's no trick.
when you're not having a
Stop
good
second
game
though, so Sen have this big
because your utils are
crowd
very
thrown out once again. Bang has to TP away. And it's narrate with the spike in hand. They've got to be concerned about this heaven control. Wolves have 3 players
oh
out there in the
ये flash this flash from the Omen
John wants to go for the reflank. The mid is actually tripped right now. That one-way trip is still, or one-way unbreakable rather, is still up there, so he's going to have to deal with that.
Okay.
oh my god
Gate crash now to a safer position. Bang is still on the side. Second runs into Light.
John is coming on the flank, but second is going off.
Just John now.
They know he should be here. He had to break the trip.
The timing. John's going to commit to the site. Spraying down through the smoke. Sufat on the other side of the dark cover. John very, very low, but he's buying
So
time.
he got it to half. There's
no
so he can stick it.
oh my god fuck
Sufat saves the map for Wolves. Gets it to half.
good round by them bhai such a scrappy round bhai
Anything in variety. Just throws a flash in and that's all he can muster.
He's been the
Blue Lagna
clutch merchant.
love you Mwah.
Both have critical rounds.
ये मेरी best friend है guys
Juicy just
Lagna
goes 1 for 1, but what a distraction for the rest of the team to get back in. And the fact that mid was tripped, John just couldn't actually accelerate to help these guys. Second almost came
Chalo,
up for
bye-bye.
that multi-kill.
Me playing well.
And now it's awkward for Sens. 2 stingers to their name.
And now that we've just gotten into this retake, better flood territory, Wolves are wrangling this game back. Multiple stingers for Sen.
But a couple guardians for Wolves. Neither
तेरा
team
laptop इतना
comfortable
गर्म हो गया
economically.
है ना Yeah, your best friend.
From two ultimates,
I am.
only
I'm by.
requiring 1 each.
Do they dare push up for that? There's no way. Why are you anchored on the site? We'll have Juicy on rafters early. This might be signaling an A split through rope here by Sentinels. Trip cleared. Clone gonna eat it up now. How do you respond as the defenders?
अगर ये राउंड ये ओटी गया ना तो थोड़ा बीटी होगा मेरे को
That's actually going to be a teleport to get info in A main and a cancel. But John,
It's false info.
a bit far back, as is Zelsis. This hasn't called for any adjustment in the Wolves' positioning. Here comes this.
Fake B go A Fake B go A split
I swear,
Oh such a good call
I swear we're going B.
Oh hell अबे यार that fucking dog by the fade bro
Interested at B4 now. Heaven
okay उनका पूरा रोटेशन आ गया है
Teleport.
Bang caught in the seas.
उनका पूरा रोटेशन आ गया है
After the decay. Sufat here. Oh, Spring wants
Good
to
hit.
characteristically also.
clear backside nice elbow
Over this ace.
elbow
10 seconds left for a spike.
all 3 of them are in elbow
He's second into the fault line.
He has to show stuff.
No.
But he goes down.
good shit let's go yeah भाई ठीक है
Four defense.
मैप 2 क्या है वैसे देखते हैं मैप 2 इज लोटस इज सेंटिनल्स का पिक है लोटस यू हैव टू बी किडिंग मी यू हैव टू टेक योर वर्क इन अच्छा पेंट करके भाई मैंने बोला था भरोसा रखो भाई तुम लोग भरोसा ही नहीं रखते हो अभी ट्रीट प्लीज बिकॉज माय टीम वन मेरा सैलरी क्रेडिट होने दो उसके बाद Buy the SEN bundle. Or no, she doesn't play Valorant major like. इसी बात पर मुझे Sentinels bundle गिफ्ट कर दो. अबे तुम लोग को कोई मौका मेरी बेस्ट फ्रेंड तो फिर भी पूछ सकती है. तुम लोग को कोई मौका मिलते ही तुम लोग को स्किन खरीदनी होती है. भाई वैसे कभी मतलब कभी ऐसा सोच लिया करो कि कभी IRL जो चीज मटेरियलाइज कर सकते हो वही मांग लो. गेम में स्किन लेके क्या करोगे भाई? कितना करोगे? क्या करोगे बताओ? जब गेम खेलोगे तभी यूज कर पाओगे. एक दिन तुम ये गेम खेलना बंद भी कर दोगे, फिर तुम्हारे पैसे जाएंगे पानी में. Okay, I'm getting for real. Yes, you might. You will. I will send you waffles, okay? When मेरी salary आए. IRL यहाँ भी नहीं materialize. बोला तो I'll send you waffles भाई. Or whatever. वाह भाई वाह वाह. ये सही है. संजीत गया. Yes to do sleep. नहीं मैं तो करूँगा बंद. मैं तो नहीं करूँगा बंद खेलना. मैं तो एक दिन बंद करूँगी भाई ये गेम खेलना. कितना खेल लोगे भाई ये गेम? थोड़ा DM खेल लेते हैं जब तक मैप 2 स्टार्ट होता है.
Match found.
फोन पे खोल ले दो एक साथ. कस्टम कर सकते हैं लेकिन तुम एकदम तुरंत आओगे तभी कर सकते हैं. That's why मैं ब्लैक वाइडन से खेलता हूँ. क्या प्यारी है वो. स्टार्टअप में है क्या मेरे जैसे? अभी तक सैलरी क्रेडिट नहीं हुआ. यस हमारा थोड़ा सा वो होता है. पहले 10 डेज में होता है. सो विद इन द फर्स्ट 7 to 10 डेज के अंदर क्रेडिट होता है. फिक्स डेट नहीं है. अयो चिल्लाती हो गई. मेरा कुछ खुला है क्या? चलो अच्छा मैंने गेम कैप्चर पे नहीं किया.
Dominating.
एम बहुत ऊपर कर दिया. Oh my fuck! What a jump scare, bro. Hey, welcome. खैर मैं चला इंटरव्यू ले जब तक फ्रेश हो दूंगा. सेंटिनल्स
Dominating.
Deep breaths, everyone.
खैर मैं चला इंटरव्यू. भाई तू 2-3 चीज मिस कर दिया क्या है?
Cyberberry. You're done.
अबे मार देती ना इसको. तेरे 1v1 करें. बाय डोमी की गुड नाइट. के जा रहे तू? अच्छा तेरे क्लासेस है कल. ओके बाय बाय गुड नाइट. कल मिलते हैं. वाओ. फिर मैं भी स्टार्टअप में हूँ. मेरा भी 10 है.
Dominating.
यस सर.
Phoenix killed.
ये क्या सीन है? ओए ओए मेरा माउस. दिला दी किस चीज से? अय्यू, मैं बहुत अय्यू हूँ भाई। मेरे कॉलेज में काफी साउथ इंडियन फ्रेंड्स थे। भाई मेरा माउस पैड इतना पतला सा है ना कि मेरे माउस पैड के नीचे कुछ चीज होती है ना, तो मेरे को माउस मूव करते समय वो फील होता है, लाइक इरेगुलरिटी जो होती है ना।
Adios. Rich killed.
अबे यार I'm not sure.
Done. Three souls.
भाई ये वाला वेरिएंट कितना प्यारा है इसका। ओए क्यों ड्रॉप करेगा?
Cyber barrier.
क्या सीन है मेरे शॉट्स आजकल लगते हैं।
remaining. Remaining.
ये क्या सीन है? तो बैंगलोर से है क्या? नहीं। Why do you think I am from Bangalore? पहले वाली इशू आ रही है.
Snack. I want a meal.
मतलब मैं रही नहीं हूँ बनारस में. मतलब I keep visiting, but I've been brought up in Bhubaneswar. Hello Aryan, what's up? Welcome to the stream. कैसे हो? मुझे तो startups are in Bengaluru and also salary is there. South Indian. I used to have a lot of South Indian friends back when I was in college. तो उनका lingo थोड़ा सा मेरे मुंह पे like कैसे समझाऊँ, like I adapted the lingo a little bit. So like there's a few phrases and a few words जो कि मैं ऐसे एकदम पूरा ऐसा बोलती हूँ कि तुमको लगेगा कि मैं South Indian. So I understand why you asked that question. That is fine. It's okay. मैच लगाना. अरे चालू तो होने दे. डेथ मैच नहीं खेल सकती क्या मैं? हाँ चले. वेलकम बाय द वे. 1v1 करे भाई. मैंने तो डेथ मैच बस लगा के बंद कर दिया. All good. What about you? Same thing. How did you spend your weekend, man? आर्यन एड प्रोमो कर रहे हो. अबे यार क्या क्या हो जाएगा. कोई कुछ नहीं बोलेगा. बोलो उनको जल्दी चालू कर. जल्दी चालू. ठीक है बोल दिया. अभी बस वेट फॉर 40 seconds. ठीक है 40 seconds एंड दे विल बिगिन. बस मार्क माय वर्ड्स. मार्क माय वर्ड्स. जादू
SEN against MIBR in Americas in that upper final, but just pivoted back to the Rays, which is, I mean, a vintage second agent as well.
Absolutely. No early rebel fight here for Sen. Very passively here on the A side of the map with the drift over the stairs by Narrate. Zealous is about to get busy, but Bang already emerges. He holds it down, peeking over towards the push to tree.
Cover going out.
Lasso might get.
By playing Valorant the whole day.
Will be waiting.
I kept playing Valorant the entire night yesterday. जब रात और मैं रात के 9:30 बजे से लेके सुबह के 8:30 बजे तक वालो खेल रही थी भाई. फिर मैं सोने गई. तो आज का दिन तो मेरा सोने में बीता है.
He's alone. Lysor is still alone right now.
All the timing.
I knew it.
Unable to get away from that. He's going to be thrown in. Lysor at 2. Finds at least one. Narrate a tap on the spike here. Door opening up. Prowler to herald the arrival of Walls as they try and stop.
Easy.
Sen.
Easy.
They spring out of the open and out of luck.
सीधे आप एक बार आप भी एक होगे उस चैट पे जब आप 90 के हो जाओगे.
Further positioning.
Spring threw up a Viper wall that allowed the 3 Sen plays to
क्या मतलब भाई?
door for a 3v1
कहना क्या चाह रहे हो?
to start that retake.
Yeah, unfortunately, just due to where all the players were and the importance of taking further space towards defenders spawn after getting the spike down on B and C especially, they're just not able to do that because all of the Wolves players are spread across the map. They can only get back to B main and spam, and at a disadvantage. They're just never going to win that. Wolves are going for the force right now. Jersey has the Bucky.
Maybe looking for a more of a close quarters context.
नशे
He's going to make
हाँ भाई मुझे कुछ समझ में नहीं आया मिक्सर ने क्या बोला
Yep, here we go. Juicy coming on in.
I woke up at 1 o'clock and at 2 I opened Valorant.
Well, has his wings clipped as he tries to cross that B side. Ooh,
Happens.
Bang pushing up. Has to be aware that B main is where
Especially
Wolves are
weekday
coming
में
milling about.
Wolves there displaying
दीदी आप भी
devices
एक
just so
दिन होगे उस
effective on
स्पोर्ट्स
this
चेयर पे जब आप 90 के जब मैं 90 साल की हो जाऊंगी तब मैं ई-स्पोर्ट्स खेलना ई-स्पोर्ट्स खेल रही हूँ. Is that what you're saying?
Double satcheling in deep, but if the rest of the team are cut off by the shear, he's going to get cooked every single time, like we just saw.
Eyes towards Baby Door now for Wolves. Narrate. About to have some visitors. It's a 1-for-1. Spike recovered, of course. Sufat now needs to make a decision. They've got that stairs control on A, but he's still fancy B for a moment, and there it just took too long. Zelsa's caught a timing on Spring, and now Sufat's got no choice but to go towards the B side, where Zekin will be lying in wait.
30 seconds left.
Again, unfortunately for Wolves, the players are just so separated from each other
Bam.
on individual missions,
Down B.
and this
Bro, the Outlaw is such a good gun too.
attempt to be the
Even for buy
stinger
rounds.
the B side was ultimately just
Because there are so many times
utility, and
when
from there things have slowly
एक तो लोग हाफ शील्ड पे भी खेलते हैं,
why
हाफ शील्ड या रीजन शील्ड
going to be
जो
going down to second here.
भी. एंड उसके अलावा देयर आर सो मेनी टाइम्स व्हेन
Against
थोड़ा थोड़ा यूटिल वो सोआ का शॉक डार्ट हो गया या किसी का मॉली हो गया या फिर वल्नरेबल हो तुम तो जस्ट लाइक एंड वो तुमको चिप डैमेज होता है ना जो 10 20 15 even that was because even if you get that then एक shot में you die.
Because Wolves made that force in round number 2.
I like the outlaw guy.
They've really got so little to work with, and this for SEN is an opportunity to build a massive economy on his defense.
I don't want a skin for all of the guns on my account, main account. मैं जो guns use करती हूँ मुझे सिर्फ उसके चाहिए यार.
With the rest of the team, Wolves are triple faced on B, hoping that someone from Sentinels will decide to go for a peek. That's not going to be the case right
Marshall
now.
also, bro. I used to be so good with the Marshall earlier. अब पता नहीं I don't. I'm not like अब मैं उतना अच्छा नहीं मार पाती हूँ. So like I've always I've been playing this game इसका release होने के बाद से, but I never played this game like at a stretch. Okay. तो like 2 to 3 months I used to play and then उसके बाद काफी टाइम तक जब कॉलेज का सेमेस्टर चलते रहता था तब मैं नहीं खेलती थी. फिर उसके बाद जब कॉलेज के सेमेस्टर का ब्रेक्स होता था 1 महीना 2 महीना जो भी होता था तब I used to come back home and I used to play the game and then फिर कॉलेज होता था तो I didn't play anymore. उस टाइम पे एक टाइम था like मुझे याद नहीं exactly when तब I used to be so fucking good with the Marshall and then now it's just like I've forgotten how to use the gun. Like I'm just not able to hit the shots as I used to. Hi Coface, welcome. क्या हाल है भाई? Stream भी कर रहे हो? What's your rank by the way? It's Ascendant 1 right?
Juicy trying to get across with a blast pack. That's 2. He'll fall off the line now.
Good shit. But this is what I'm talking about. See?
Peaks with the classic. He's bought enough space though, at least for SEN.
Half shield के against Outlaw is so good. Even with full shield also, if you get कहीं से तुमको chip damage मिल गया, बस one shot हो तुम.
More work with his sheriff. But it feels wrong that him to do more in this round.
तुमको stream की volume आ रही है ना enough? या मैं बढ़ाऊँ?
Sentinels now going to make this push up. Likely a double swing. John in second here on this line. Zelsa's with his back to Spring's position. No. His head cleaned off. Now 2 left. Second finally shuts down the rampaging Spring.
I'll find you. Still
But up Spring comes Summer, and Sufat's about to make it hot and heavy. Backs away, no time. Plays it like an absolute champion. That is not around. You have any business winning?
Nah. Throw.
Impossible. How is that a double setup from Sen towards Rubble?
How is it D? आज तो मैं दिन भर सोई
To
हूँ.
get out aside from using the wall.
Lazy day, lazy Sunday.
Sees what a shot.
Yes.
The crosshair placement from Bang, who throws down the dark cover, throws out the paranoia. There's just no way.
one enemy remaining.
And then after that, Spring, could you actually do some more for us?
मैं बोल रहा हूँ Valor छोड़ो और वो ना लो.
Sufat plays behind
Come on.
expertly in that moment.
भाई मैं पीसी बनाऊंगी तो मैं और गेम खेला करूंगी यार. But इस पीसी में मैं इस लैपटॉप पे मैं नहीं करना चाहती कुछ more डाउनलोड. Already बहुत
5
हो है
one-shotable
भाई.
targets.
मैं
Everyone
बता
from
इस
Sen
लैपटॉप
on
में
regen.
SEN know they've given that weapon over though.
उसके नीचे हाथ रखोगे ना.
They know they need to play
Oh
around
my
it.
god. Like
Zero.
you can actually get burned. It's actually that.
Wolves do a nice
And that is with
space to
an
open
external
up.
cooler,
A bit of attention
cooling
from
pad.
Sentinels even
That is with
blocking the
cooling
door.
pad.
Celsius wants to go for some spam in case they are actually trying to get into B main at the moment.
Down to the minute mark in the round. Still nothing drawn out by Sentinels. Nothing really for Spring to look at with this outlaw.
Mr. Sufa just on a solo.
तो कब ले रहे थे? I don't know
Attention
यार.
here. He's doing everything. He's
हो
throwing
सके तो
barrels,
इसका ले
he's
लूं.
opening the door. He's getting.
But अभी
And there are 3 players.
there are some other things that I need to invest
Clear
in.
again. Can
इसलिए अभी PC पे
bang like
invest
the
नहीं कर
wrongs
रहे.
from that prior round.
Narrate never had to show himself there either. It was awkward, but Narrate last time they were here had only a ghost. This time they're armed to the teeth. YU is able to draw that sheer wall out, but this fight's definitely happening over towards Rubble. Sen back up on it though. 25 seconds left in the round. Wolves have to make a decision.
Oh, they aren't. They're still too indecisive. They're going back towards a mound now. They're in a 2-1-1 with 15 seconds left. The round is just over.
They've got no duelists. They've got no entry on this side.
They can't even get past the thorns that are there. Now they're trying to get into B. This is mad.
Okay, 7 seconds left and they're going to go for it. Snake bite on the ground. Lysor knows he's going to lose much of his health. And it's Zaki with the showstopper. Brings the house down.
What a round, bro.
What
उन्होंने
a
बहुत
bizarre
बहुत delay
round.
किया.
And Wolves bleed the clock a little too
Good
much.
shit. Good hold.
The indecision
बहुत
is their enemy
बहुत
there.
confused हुए ये लोग.
You have Sufa making that tons of noise over towards C in the mid round. But Wolves, after losing Juicy on this entry towards A, they just did not want to commit through the dark cover. This is actually going to be an early timeout called right now. but
अच्छा मेरे लैपटॉप को बोल रहे हो क्या तंदूर की
in fact,
बाटी?
and
Yes, exactly भाई.
second
Exactly.
timeout
एकदम सही बोल
that
रहे हो.
got Wolves back in the game. That is when they started to put
Then
together
losing
some
this one.
defensive rounds. He
Hey,
gave them
चल
more
रहे.
adjustments to make.
Hater आ गया मेरा.
Because that's a round that Wolves
Second biggest hater after my duo.
ridiculous round in round number 3. They come out with an outlaw. Sentinels are all half armored, all regen shields.
अबे यार एक तो
Do not
दिक्कत ये है ना
have the
कि
ability to tank one of those outlaw hits.
मतलब
And they
हमारे
just
घर में 3
lose
रूम्स
nothing.
हैं.
Not a thing.
लेकिन
Play
और
so
2
safe,
रूम्स
but
में
it's
AC है.
eventually
लेकिन
that
किसी
swing on
रूम में
rubble
जहाँ पे मेरा स्टडी
That's
टेबल
Sen
लगा
with the
है,
advantage.
जहाँ पे मैं
No
स्ट्रीम करती
idea
हूँ,
where to go.
वहीं पे AC नहीं है
With
यार.
one of the
तो
issues there
एक
is
तो
the
रूम
fact
भी
that
थोड़ा गरम
because
गरम
it is
रहता है.
Sufa
जैसे
making all
लैपटॉप
the
तो
noise towards C,
है ही
they don't
थोड़ा
actually
सा.
have any of that initiator utility to get out on A. You don't have a prowler that can go clear rubble to get on
It
to
reminds me of the old MIBR solo skylark on Sunset, you know?
deep pull, but true. I mean, accurate, but
Using your initiator to try and sell a fake, though, a lot of that util can be really valuable to gain real map
you
control.
can just see, yeah, because then after Juicy goes down, they're like, we can't really get out of this boat, can we? We're
There's 2 Razorvines
kind
on
of stuck.
C. They have no raise, so they're never going to get on that side. Ugly stuff.
All right, what's the plan for Wolves out of this timeout? They're nearing many ultimates. Sen expending some to win one of those prior rounds. So when we get to Wolves' full buy, can certainly be the linchpin of a win there. Here, they're hoping it's just going to be one of these 2 hero rifles.
Don playing a bit further forward this time around. Knows that Wolves are obviously less cashed up this time around. See a lot of heads though, and Juicy, man, he is clean with it. His Sheriff claims the first. Celsius is seeing
no,
the
he's
take down. There's a window here. Pops the Razorvine. They can't quite get purchased on it.
Nice!
Overextends. Spike loose.
Ooh,
Lysor was able to
okay.
reach the salvage. Zekin's going to be here.
Nah.
Spraydown's a bit wayward, and Lysor's gotten in onto the seaside now. Zekin's paint shells do not get any value.
Slowly trying to get towards Bend right now. Not
They're all low. They're all
Spike
very
down
low.
just yet.
एक दो
Narrate
HP
has a fair amount of initiator utility to use to get back in and bang his
CPU upgrade करो लैपटॉप में मिल जाए.
Wolves expect it.
हाँ.
YU checks for
Congratulations
Big
on
bang. Paranoia comes in. Lysor and Spring forced to just double up
ये सुनो बोलो.
at the bottom of the seaside.
How
Bang must have spotted them
you
there with a
have
shoulder pick.
2070 but i7?
Perhaps not as still
It's my friend's laptop.
Ben.
How?
There's
Like,
Spring
how
just
is
sees
it
a
done?
head pop up. That's
Player
stunning stuff.
standing.
Eventually, though, taken down. It's Lysor with less than 50 health to play. Time is of the essence, and
Nice.
fully cognizant.
आपका भी
They'll
esports
have themselves their 4th round.
Credit to Bang there.
Probably
Able
never.
to win the duel on the
मैंने
flank.
कभी esports
That
खेलने का
is
consider
the
नहीं
highest
किया, and I don't
impact
think I will.
in that situation he could
I don't
possibly
want to.
find. Then you have the other 2 players being encircled from multiple different angles.
C.
Not that I'm saying
To trying to get Celsius
कि
out of that
I'm
corner.
that good. I'm
They're fighting it. It's just that they didn't really
अगर मेरे को
fight together.
बनना भी होगा
They
esports player तो मेरे को और बहुत मेहनत
Spray.
करनी
They
है.
might have just
But I don't want to.
in clean fashion, but they weren't doubled up.
Dude, that glow stick is so cool. चाहिए मेरे को भी.
8-1.
मैं भी लेके बैठूंगी. मैं वॉच पार्टी करूंगी तो मैं
Start of
बैठूंगी
his
लेके.
split game. Running it back on the raise after all this time.
चल जाएगा लेकिन इस लैपटॉप में एक तो
Really
स्पेस
have
नहीं
not
है.
been
मेरे को
getting
स्पेस
much
क्लियर
of
आउट
the
करना
second
पड़ेगा.
raise,
This is lot of
if at
things.
all this year, but that is his.
मैं इस लैपटॉप पे ज़्यादा
his
प्रेशर नहीं
go-to
डालती.
agent. That's what he was known for. The flex.
I don't want to
play. Here
add
comes
a lot of
Hughes
games.
fast into the side. That's a dodge. The arc.
What a flash!
Divine as well. Celsius now wants to assume some more control, but he's likely hurt this TP forward by Lysor. He gives up the side. Play for the retake.
In the meantime, Wyu did actually find a kill with one of the players from SEN on the cross towards B. Bang teleporting over to assist. This lockdown is going to keep the Sentinels team at bay. Should give Wolves a free plan here.
Yeah, look at, I mean, how much of Halls this covers. Wolves also pinging the one gap in that. Oh, John, that is stunning. Gets detained, but there's no chance for Wolves to follow up on this. Spam down through the smoke, finds to be another one. Here's the nightfall down from the attack side. Wolves want to try and assume as much control of C as they can.
They used
words.
Yeah, this round is must win. They have to send it all. Wyu spam kill.
Bring in the pit.
Oh! They got the Viper.
That's a Viper's pit now gone. Wyu and Sufat in this corner. Deltas and Narrate do not have the util to clear them from this. Gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. Spray down through the corner. Celsius exposed himself to Sufat on the tight angle, and Narrate does not have the health.
Nice try, yaar.
A hard forward, long sword after second round here for Wolves.
They committed all they needed to. Must win the round, excuse me, and they are able to take that down.
बहुत crap है इसको ना
Just somehow connects a miracle shot on the second player that was swinging through the pit in that final situation. But good usage of their ultimates, no doubt. Wyu was crucial on that round too. Really pretty standard for, you know, your Sentinel position. On B, waiting in main to hear those footsteps on the cross.
Warzone is a fun game,
to get over to waterfall towards C. Little jiggle peek and he wins the duel there. That's just always on your mind when you're a defender and you need to get over to that site.
All right, we have a mild audio issue down here on the
और देखो मैं इस लैपटॉप को I cannot push it to its
rectified pretty
limits.
quickly. His headsets are already being replaced.
जो मैंने मैं वो नहीं कर सकती.
We
ये
get
सारे
Wolves, they
games
spend
चला
pretty
रही
big in
हूँ.
that round, right? Get those ultimates in play. They make use of them correctly. It's a lockdown that John
टेस्ट कर रही हूँ इस लैपटॉप के. मेरा लैपटॉप नहीं
He's
है.
playing in
ये मेरे
halls.
दोस्त का लैपटॉप.
Spams down through that smoke. He's able to find
मेरा
one.
जो लैपटॉप है that
The
is
Sentinels are not aware that Sufat's
absolute
tucked
shit
there on
and इससे stream
right on that spike location.
which is why
Doesn't have the
I
utility
have
to sneak any of those walls.
I got this laptop. I borrowed this laptop
Hit
from
on towards the seaside with
but I
that
can
raise
stream
double
because
satchel
इसके
initiator.
पास PC है. Like after he bought this laptop, I think
though,
1 साल के अंदर अंदर उसने
Without
PC
some of
लगा
those
दिया.
key abilities,
और उसने ये लैपटॉप गेमिंग के लिए ही दिया था.
use of this showstopper to once again clear that space, maybe force them back into
इसलिए वो
all
लैपटॉप
from
को
that
गेमिंग
seaside.
करता था.
I'm certainly looking to Wolves to maybe go
पता
for
नहीं
one of
मजा आया.
the crazy
मैं
executes
शुरू
here
हो
where
गया.
your
बस
Omen
पता
uses
नहीं
from the
मुझे.
shadows to get behind the defensive team and then
LOL
send it
होता है
out
भाई.
with a showstopper. Pinch them from both angles. That is a pretty common ult execute on this map.
And Lysor is
Oi,
not
जल्दी जल्दी
above
stream
achieving
like
a little TP to the enemy's horn. So turret here for Wyu to play contact off of a B. Wolves have been waiting for a push out of B main from SEN, but it's never happened. Not so far in this defense side. They've just been leaving Zek in here, of course, with those paint shells to hold it down.
The only real proactivity coming from SEN is just the double up from Married and Bang to take level control. And to be fair, it has kept Spring at bay. He hasn't had opportunities to be able to lurk up off of his wall, which feels very un-Spring-like. I mean, on split, he was taking the fight to them all the time. He was that showstopper.
He's waiting on those.
He can't do anything.
On the snake bite, couldn't actually cross. Sheer wall did come up. And that's a speculative showstopper that ends up finding...
क्या shutdown किया उसके result को भाई? They did not let him get into the side and
They
entry.
certainly can re-execute off this.
Oh my god.
Sufat does have a haunt to throw, clear out an area like Bend, teleport through to make the cross. They want to scale into the site, which is vacant of SEN players, but they are ready to flood back in off the Steel Garden.
Juicy Vizak and Duelists here fighting for that hole's control. Second option.
Ah, they know about the flank.
That's
वापस जाओ.
John explodes. Celsius now playing from Waterfall. Lysor left here on the seaside, the last remaining Wolves player. And Celsius might not be aware. He TP'd out with that ultimate. So now Wolves in a position to play that retake, but Zekin's already got it to half, and Wolves might not be aware of this. The rate's able to spray them
Diffuse
down
हो चुका है.
through the poison orb. Zekin got off of it briefly, but he'll full stick this, and Wolves are none the wiser.
Let's go, good fucking
That's
round,
just
man.
disaster for
Bro, उन्होंने क्या shutdown किया रे इसको.
into Mound
Crazy.
after the
Well
steel
played.
garden is used and the spike just isn't planted for them. The round is just over at that point. Easy, effortless
मैं
retake.
मेरे
for
parents के
Sentinels.
हाथ पैर पड़ गया और मैं मेरा
Tries
setup
to get out.
I mean, what can they do after
इससे
this?
पहले कहाँ था तुम्हारा setup?
Legitimately nothing. It's just over. It is just over for them.
Looked odd, but I think Wolves probably realised there was no reasonable way to get back in, so wagering those remaining rifles seemed less than ideal. Now a bit of a rubble fight. This time SEN actually aren't playing forward. They've got bang back in tree.
4 rifles right now for Wolves. Spring just on the pistol though, unfortunately.
Watch the timing of this paranoia, Wyatt. Sees combo with the paint shells, perhaps. Oh, it's second getting caught out. Naray doesn't have much to see here, and Bang's gonna watch his left side. No! Oh my goodness! Silfat found a quick double.
That is SEN going for a bit of a haphazard attempt at the refight. Just not expecting, I think, so many Wolves players to actually be ready with the crosshairs on those angles. This has been the most convincing round win for Wolves so far, unless John is able to go crazy in that 1v4, but he can't. Is shut down by Spring.
And that was a half buy. Wolves, I think, had 2 pistols, maybe even classics in that kind of round. And it was one of the rounds where SEN opted not
लेकिन living room में क्यों था
to
तुम्हारा
rubble.
setup?
They didn't have Bang TPing forward at the start of the round and having Narrate watch that live. They opted instead to try and play off a paranoia, and everything kind of went wrong for them in second. Found himself isolated.
Yeah, isolated on that orb, and the rest of the players just tried to spill through the fight together, but Sufa hits a nice little snappy adjustment. Too many players from Wolves posted up to deal with. And look at this. Somehow, SEN, their economy is not very good, which feels bizarre, but this is an opportunity for Wolves to get right back in the game, potentially tie things up, break their eco right here.
Bang can't clear the horn with where he is, so he actually at least consider giving up that rubble position. We're going to B variation, though, this time from Wolves. But some of the spice util is here.
Which has been an absolute nightmare for them. Second 2 rounds in a row has been instantly deleted by Juicy.
Wait a minute. We're going to go back towards C here. Zekin's departed. Obviously very early in the round. Juice's been cleaned up. Spring wants to try and get forward here, but this nightfall could be a bit of an issue for Wolves.
Ult तो है.
He's obviously down.
They're going to be able to get the control
Cleared
very
out
easily.
instantly.
And by the time the lurk comes, I think they're going to be
Away
aware
the
of
dead,
it.
and Narrate's going to turn around with the Odin.
He's watching it.
Break him out of the
He's
game.
watching it.
Awkward timing.
Nice, easy.
Wolves here with a great opener. SEN able to convert
ये तब
on
मैंने
45
मेरा
after
room
Zekin
नहीं
falls.
बनाया. ओह.
Great opener.
कोई बात नहीं, अब तो तुमने अपने रूम में लगा
They
लिया.
have the idea, which is the right idea of when you're getting the spike down on this map, you have to go take more forward space on B, but they just don't do it together. Juicy is too quick to face here.
भाई मेरी कल की स्ट्रीम पे पता है गेस करो कितने लाइक्स हैं?
No trade coming through. Spring is trying to get forward, but he's alone, caught before the dark cover.
चेक करके मत आना, गेस करो.
Right idea, wrong execution from Wolves, and some frustration on the face of Fade as things are getting a bit out of control on Sentinel's map pick, especially for the defensive side. And when you're talking about these traditional comps, this map was attack favored back when it was in the, in the pool, and this was the meta.
69, hell yes, 69. VCT पगलू तो मैं हूँ.
All taken by Suspect now
Welcome.
gets his Nightfall online.
5 million नहीं है, 5 million YouTuber भाई. 69 है.
Classic entry over here.
I like that 69 है. But अगर 70 plus हो जाते तो मजा आ जाता
Now
भाई.
at this level of health.
But ठीक है.
Okay, Boom Bomb going to be thrown in. Dark cover there. Over with the Paranoia, excuse me. Forces John back in the Hall's direction. Juicy deals the Zelsis.
मैं 69 करके आया, 68 दिख रहा था.
John. Happy to challenge.
Top
this
3
time
proudest
Util for a
moments.
kill.
69 है रे, 69
On the retreat,
मेरे को तो 69
posted
ही
up
दिखा
to
रहा
try and ensure the Wolves don't push any further. Lysor, danger for a moment, and it's just getting
था. Whoa, what a spam!
disaster as Wolves try to wrap around Ben to get that spike down.
Spring's able to recover the spike, but what opportunity. They're going to have to plant it.
रुक जा इसके बाद
He
बताते
tries to surge ahead, draws second out of position. Might be a high-low swing, but second tucks. He's not going to give them a free kill here. Wolves are the ones that have to wager something. It's bringing it. He's got some.
Okay, thank God.
It's disrespectful from Zekin. It's a little bit whimsical too with the double satchel in. Gets himself one orb away from a showstopper with those kills too, matter of fact.
Oh, 71 कर दिया तुमने. Lord, let's go.
From Lysor with the
Anyway,
spotted
69 था. मैंने अभी तुमसे जब just पूछा ना तब 69 था.
Until this.
तूने ही unlike करके like किया क्या वरुण? झूठ मत बोल. झूठ मत बोल.
That is 7 defense side rounds.
झूठ मत बोल.
There's no way of framing this other than they're at a massive advantage on this map.
As I can go in and pick up
क्या
that
सीन है
outlaw for
इसका?
another round in this map on
God.
an anti-eco.
Look at Spring.
Where are you?
Took that Odin damage off the rip and set.
अरे 2-0 है guys. 2-0 है. Don't worry.
Finally decided to push up on B, by the way.
That's gotten him his showstopper.
It's just
Just in case Sen wanted another
कैसे समझाऊं?
advantage to close out this half.
Oh, man. Spring's at 6, by the way. Far too much spam for Wolves to deal with. Center holding all the...
भाई मैं explain नहीं कर
double
सकती.
swing
मुझे
here.
बस बकचोदी में पसंद है.
The correction. Spring at
क्योंकि
6
मैं
wants
बहुत
the rifle. He'll have it
बकचोदी
stripped from his
करना
hands momentarily.
अरे
Stay by lineup. Just at the delayed drop. I like that. 8 rounds for Sentinels. Last
round
of the
before the
half.
switch.
Showstopper earned by Zekin.
मॉली फेक कर रहा
It's
था.
looking grim for Wolves fans.
Gotta say, the just existence of the Vice utility on this map has really thrown a wrench in the game plans from Wolves. And it's, I think, highlighted some of the issues that they've had as a team, where it's disconnected them on executes to two great...
मैंने लाइक ही नहीं करी थी अभी
Side
जाके
attempt.
Are they shooting back?
तूने लाइक नहीं की थी मेरी स्ट्रीम. तू कल मेरी स्ट्रीम पे आया भी था. Oh my God वरुण.
To get a
ठीक है भाई.
desperately needed round win on what is typically the favored side on this map.
Bro, YouTuber, I'm sorry, but I don't think that's funny.
Nobody heading up to rubble.
And Zekin has actually picked up the operator towards C. I'm going to assume there's probably a rifle on the
I
ground
can't
for him as well to pick up, and he has the showstopper to play with. So he's got actually four weapons if he needs to use all of them.
He's
I'm
building
gonna
it.
remove your message.
And that's why he's down at 1600. Of course, he's
You
spent up
can't.
here.
You don't let
Yeah,
that
the
over
Vice
here.
util that you referenced
Thank you
earlier
very
is definitely going to be an issue at C. Popped here early. So the Nano
Okay.
Swarm used by...
What's up?
Try and draw it out. Oh man, that is a long shot. He even tanks the Prowler in order to take it.
Sorry.
Second might likely give up some rooms. Juicy
Okay,
has
अगली
the
बार से
showstopper,
please
so
मत करना.
he clears the room at B. This is Wolves tipping their hand.
This will get enough space for Lysor to get the plant down right now safely. Spring on this lurk through A. Narrate is ready. He has eyes on the smoke.
भूल गया था कल. Sorry.
Actually catch
ठीक है वरुण, अब समझ आ रहा है. पता नहीं
right now.
कितनी स्ट्रीम्स
Confused,
लाइक नहीं
running
की
away.
होंगी तूने.
It's going to be time for him to hit the go button.
गैलेक्टस भैया की तो 5 अकाउंट से कर रखी होगी तूने. ठीक है
Four
भाई.
seconds back a little longer.
ठीक है.
Okay, Juicy tap down a little bit. Oh, 56.
ये दुनिया,
Between his legs, apparently.
ये दुनिया पे चल
Tries to
दे.
get active enough, but Lysor
ये
down.
दुनिया.
And it's a disastrous attack side on Lotus for Wolves. Not nearly enough rounds earned here to give them any sense of confidence. They were dictating the pace of the game on
आप
split this
स्ट्रीमिंग
time,
कब करती
though.
हो? हाँ ठीक है वरुण.
I
ठीक
just
है
don't
भाई.
have that explosivity right now
ये
on
मुझे
Lotus
पता नहीं
that
था.
they
It's not just
had.
about
We're back on
underage people being here. It's just that
elite right now on their own pick.
those
Jack
kind of
takes that Prowler,
messages
knows
are
past the shot. Juicy clears B with a
Not
showstopper, but
Enemy
can't do much else with it.
Narrate once again, Odin online. He was so aggressive. Second even getting the kill. Was taking advantage of the outlaw on the proper rounds. Sen really doing everything right. Wolves with no answers. Couldn't deal with a Vice.
Classic comp
Damn,
performance from
bhai.
Sentinels. Can Wolves
2-0
after
easy.
the break?
Easy. Nice up. Good up.
Everyone make some
बहुत बंदे
noise
खेल रहे हैं.
because we got a legend
Ah!
here in the house.
देखो जो फर्स्ट वाला मैच था, फर्स्ट वाला जो मैप था स्प्लिट, वो उन्होंने पिक किया था, वुल्व्स ने पिक किया था. आई थिंक दैट इज व्हाई दे वर मोर प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर दैट मैप. बट ये सेकंड पिक जो है वो सेंट का पिक है. लोटस वाज पिक्ड बाय सेंटिनेल्स. सो आई थिंक दैट इज व्हाई द टीम डजंट हैव लाइक दे डोंट हैव एनी आंसर्स. दे डोंट नो व्हाट टू डू. मैं सब एक चिल भाई, मजाक कर रही हूं. लेट्स गो सेंड. Let's go send. Indeed, major. The long stream, so 1K views. Yes. अब यार मैं लॉन्ग स्ट्रीम करती हूँ तो मेरे व्यूज आ जाते हैं, जस्ट आई एम नॉट एबल टू डू इट. मैंने नोटिस किया है लाइक फर्स्ट 2-3 आवर्स एटलीस्ट थोड़ा सा स्लो होता है व्यू काउंट, एंड फिर अगर तुम उसके बाद लाइक इफ यू कीप स्ट्रीमिंग इवन आफ्टर दैट इट प्रोग्रेसिवली इंक्रीज होते जाता है, तुम्हारा व्यूज पर मिनट इंक्रीज होते जाता है, लाइक यू स्टार्ट गेटिंग मोर एंड मोर व्यूज एज यू कीप स्ट्रीमिंग फॉर अ लॉन्गर पीरियड. But I will catch you later. Bye bye, YouTuber. Thank you so much for joining. See you. Good night. This is going ballistic. Yep. I think all of them are popping off now. Second map तक. First map में थोड़ा सा इधर उधर निकल गए थे. But ये map they're getting their shit done. They're clearing this up. हेलो खेलोगे अभी इसके बाद? नहीं यार, I think इसके बाद मैं next वाला मैच भी देखूंगी और फिर मैं सो जाऊंगी. आज नो वैलो खेलूंगी नहीं आज. तो कहीं बाहर जा रहे हो क्या विदेश? कौन? मैं? क्यों? ओह तीजी अच्छी. You mean the match? Yep. किससे बोलोगे मेरा लेक्चर आ गया था? क्या चीज? क्या नहीं सुना तुमने? बताती हूँ. ओ अच्छा, मैं वरुण को बोल रही थी कि पहले 3-4 घंटे स्ट्रीम करोगे तो मतलब मेरे केस में एटलीस्ट, आई डोंट नो इफ इट हैपेंस विद एवरीवन, तो फर्स्ट 3-4 आवर्स में लाइक थोड़ा सा लाइक जितना तुम्हारा एवरेज व्यूज आता है 150 200 300 जितना तुम्हारा एवरेज व्यूज आता है उतना आ जाएगा. बट फिर अगर तुम 4 घंटे के बाद कंटिन्यू करते रहे स्ट्रीम तो प्रोग्रेसिवली तुम्हारा पर मिनट व्यूज पर मिनट इंक्रीज होते जाएगा, लाइक न्यू पीपल कीप कमिंग एंड दैट ऑल्सो डिपेंड्स ऑन एक्चुअली कि टाइम क्या हो रहा है. जैसे लोग आज सुबह टुवर्ड्स द एंड अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल जॉइंड इन एंड लाइक हाय हेलो करने के लिए एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट. तो सुबह के टाइम पे बहुत सारे लोग ऑनलाइन आते हैं, तो सुबह के टाइम पे पीपल यूजुअली जॉइन द लाइव स्ट्रीम फॉर दे चैट आल्सो. अबे कल की स्ट्रीम में मेरे 30 सब्स बढ़े, यू नो दैट. सो हैप्पी. स्ट्रीम चालू करने से पहले 619 या 20 या कुछ थे. By the end of the stream, I had like 650. क्यों स्ट्रीम नहीं किए आप तब? मेरे को पिक्सी ने बताया था कुछ. ओ वो तो अभी प्लान है वरुण, मैं डीएम में बताऊँ. I'll DM में. अभी कंफर्म नहीं है.
Zelsis with this sheriff can go off, but that's just not going to happen. He doesn't have the time. There's simply no way. Wolves getting back into the game here on defense. Let's see if they can try a similar run.
Just with the grenade out there, Zelsis hoping for a little bit to be offered up. That's not to be. The swing there from Babydoor for Wolves. Gets them onto the board here in this second half. A drought of rounds. SEN was stitching together 4 at the end of that first half. This play here, nice little double up. Spring pushes out to try and take more. Is punished for it, but the damage is already done.
And then you just have Juicy on the cross from sight. Just a beautiful setup. Simple, highly effective from Wolves. And they are going to fully invest up into this anti-eco round where Zekin is going to do the Juicy cosplay from the first half and go for the Bucky double satchel.
Yeah, perhaps to upper. Maybe with a dark cover to get him in there.
I'm getting deja vu.
Prowler comes out, there's also a wall there. Over towards the
यहाँ पे
north
heavy
side of
खेल रहे हैं
things, Zekin still has his satchels, blast packs, he's caught midway through. It's the Marshal of all things that catches him.
John does actually recover that Bucky. Maybe he can have a better fare with it. Why are you holding the cross? Here come the swings from Wolves.
Plant नहीं मिल पाया.
Not a lot to write home about in this round. Solid stuff for Wolves. Why you just waited on them now? And John says, well, in for a penny, in for a pound, they say. What do I have here?
He got one kill.
He gets his. Unfortunately, that is just the Marshall down, but they'll take what they can get with the
Hello,
bulk
Himanshu.
investment, which does end up being a little bit awkward into this. Zekken is just going to have to buy up
Fun
into
fact,
a
Wolves
stinger.
is the
Well,
football
we've got
club
two
based in
back-to-back
the UK,
rounds, I will
which
say, for Wolves on defense, with fundamentals are
Okay, the
just
same Wolves. Damn, I didn't know that.
swinging out of these smokes together, taking the fight to Sen as
But
a unit.
Yeah, good defense.
this team is from China, Varun. Are you sure it's the same
To the
team?
C extremity. And now the pleasantries have been exchanged.
ये Chinese region
Mostly
के
by
हैं.
himself.
I mean, third position.
There's a C's attempt over towards Rubble, but nobody for Sentinels is in attendance. They're pretty quickly heading to C, but there's definitely some util that needs to be cleared out.
Again, like I mentioned before, so important to just try to get your orbs over to your raise if you can. Get as many showstoppers as possible when you're on this attack side. Sen want to get into this C site perhaps. There are 3 players ready to go, but the other 2 a bit too far away. Orb will actually go to narrate on account of him being the closest to the ultimate at the moment.
So here's where great teams on Lotus attack side can succeed. They've got nothing really out of these early exchanges except some defensive util.
And now look at the difference here for how Wolves are approaching these A re-clears. They do have narrate involved here. They can throw out some of this initiator utility if they want, but at the moment it's just going to be a snake bite for back. Rubble slowly making their way out together as the clock is ticking down to 35 seconds.
Lysol spotted, tagged up on the shoulder peak. Backing away into Baby Door is Juicy. Zelsus now takes this opportunity to get some bead control. They can pinch on the wall, the raise, but Juicy sees an opportunity to come forward. That retake wall thrown up. Now Sen bouncing over
Happy
the
day,
wall,
bro.
Juicy
खाना बनाओगे क्या?
the paint shell doesn't do
This
too
club
much
is
in this
owned by
one.
Chinese owners.
Paranoia though could be a problem for the raise.
China, but money
Juicy on the corner. Can't really see.
Oh,
Haphazard shooting. Effective enough though for
Good shit, bhai. Good round.
It was just
Bonus.
so
They didn't get
efficient
bonus.
on that lurk.
Popcorn खाना है.
Gets the free kill spring. Jump
I
off from
know.
Zeki, gets out of the way to Satchel to win the duel. Now 1-for-1.
Why he's only going to share it to one.
Wait.
Sufat has to be careful on this angle. Just a Guardian to play with. Bang,
Nice.
re-smokes up. It forces YU to just push out into
Nice,
the
good
great
trade.
unknown.
Ah, they lost 2
Waiting
extra
for it
guns.
with open arms. Converting that first rifle round here on this attack side.
Nice fast trades from Zelsis to clear things out. Juicy was dangerous for a moment in Baby Door when he finds the perfect timing window to swing out, get the opening pick towards Rubble. But eventually from that position, you can just feel the walls closing in on him. You're just too susceptible to any utility coming through.
Sorry. I got you though. I like that. I like that from you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now heading into what will be the first full buy round for Wolves. Coach Fade going to call that second timeout in the game. Crucial.
My favorite football club has recently bought a player from the Wolves. किसको सपोर्ट करता है तू वरुण?
Because it's not for boys, it's for hello, you dirty boys. This is my body.
13-1 to Liquid. They want to start off strong with a clean 2-0 against a Wolves
यार मैं
team
monitor
that
में
are
क्यों ही invest करूँ? मैं एक साथ
trying to
invest
make
करूँ.
themselves known on the international stage for the first time. We didn't even think they'd be here.
And once again, this early action, one out by Spring now.
Always happy to just take a 1 versus 1 in Spring.
For all appearances, Sen are highly committed to this siege. Yeah, that smoke towards Waterfall says they're coming again. YU has the stopping power. Just punishes Zekin mid-flight. All of a sudden, the options are limited for Sen.
And that is just some spray through after the door gets activated. Knows where to put the crosshair. Juicy.
Okay.
Quick on the shot. That should be curtains on the round.
That's a devastating round coming out of Wolves here. That C control, why are you basically locking it down himself? Look at the locations of Sen's deaths here. Failed B attempt. Why are you catching the crossing Zekin? A flawless round here for Wolves.
Money's going to be pretty bad for Sen as well. Should be worth 2 here for Wolves. But that's just Spring, so ready for, again, it's just that common Sentinel work position where you try to take a little timing peek. Spring, too fast. Juicy, too fast on that swing as well. They just shoot well in that round, but credit for isolating Zekin on that attempt to satchel in. Now we've got Kaplan going to call the timeout here.
अपने आसपास की
trying to
gaming
make a little go out of it.
Yeah, I mean, so far,
Second half, not too bad for them.
Oh,
Sen able to convert their first gun round, take 3 rifles out of it.
I think मेरे दोस्त ने एक recently बनवाया था, but उसने तो पूरा नया
Buy of the Bucky and the anti-eco.
भाई मेरे को बार-बार ये चेक करना पड़ता है ये, just so I can be sure that मेरा लैपटॉप OBS सेटअप नहीं कर रहा. मेरे को नींद आ रही है बे. इसके बाद कौन सा मैच है? इसके बाद जेंजी वर्सेस कौन है?
That's what I thought.
अच्छा नहीं, बंद कर दिया. जेंजी वर्सेस MIBR, ये वाला तो मैं देखूंगी, बट शायद मैं स्ट्रीम ऑफ कर दूं इस मैच के बाद.
Just to get things rolling.
And they're wasting no time in getting this tree set up. And in fairness, Wolves don't have anything set up to stop them. They're going to be allowed into the A site. Pretty ideal start to the round for Sentinels.
Okay.
Now it's a matter of landing the plane as Wolves give the side up for the retake.
Second trying to get this really forward position. Cheeky little angle to play around this dark cover that's thrown down.
A nice little paint shells buys a lot more space. Oh, okay. Zekin, oh, he disrespects the snake bite. Brings able to deal with him. Little high-low set up now from the defenders as they try and get back in here. Nightfall thrown up by Sen. A big ping though off that horn apparently. Suvet's able to reveal much of the defenders, and now Lysol wants to step up, have a crack at it too. It's only down to one. These Elses. Why are you so little to work with in terms of teammates? Tara could be deployed, but in a 1v1, he's got a face.
Indeed.
And it's going to be his rifle burst, the classic. All things considered, pretty solid round for Sentinels, but Wolves rack up another.
A lot of damage done. I do like how Sentinels were able to play that. Getting proactive, fighting towards heaven. They back off, absorb a little utility, try to repost, keep fighting. They were not slowing down with their effort to apply pressure to Wolves. Results in a lot of damage done. Now here comes the very crucial buy round for them. They're going up against the Wolves that have multiple high-impact ultimates to play with here.
Lids definitely kept on their
My
own
God,
to some degree by Sentinels.
Jiras
We've got lockdown. Viper's Pit to play with. Stop it for Juicy. Bang with a TP across to rubble now. Sen again thinking about A early.
Hello.
Wolves really no desire to go for these hard fights towards A. They've been giving it up. Letting Lysol just spot for the information late. Sen, they're slowing things down. They're cutting noise completely. Pressing up towards this site. Lysol could be in some serious danger.
Turned anti-flash.
किसी भी चीज की चटनी में तुम लहसुन डाल दो तो उसका टेस्ट बहुत बढ़िया होता है.
Yeah, gets away
सो जाओगे आप,
just
मुझे
the
लग रहा
perfect
है.
time. This site is totally open.
Second match
totally
तक.
free.
हाँ रे
Like I
मेरे
said,
को.
the Wolves just have fantastic ultimates. Retake Bang trying to get that kill. Lysor
कल सुबह उठना भी है ना. कल शाम है बे. यार वीकेंड इतना जल्दी खत्म हो जाता है ना. तो कल मेरी तबीयत खराब थी. फिर भी मैंने पता नहीं क्यों रात भर स्ट्रीम किया.
He gets that steel garden activated here, by the way. This is going to connect onto everyone if he rips it right now.
Find the time for it. Why are you trying to step out of it?
I think they mostly got out of the way there, actually. Time is dwindling, though. They're going to have to recommit quickly. Great opener from Spring.
Delta's down. There's going to be a push coming from stairs at a moment from Wolves as well, but John tucked in the corner. One.
Nice, John.
And here comes Juicy. Showstopper at the ready, but he can't get in. Finally, makes it onto the site. Narrate's going to be dealt with, but Waiyu is out of the game. 3 up for Sen. Bang.
Ah.
They all had to get off the site, but the spike is still planted for them, and there's just
NT.
so he's forced to retreat.
NT kya? Good round.
Great positional adjustments from Sentinels at the end there. Had the spike planted for them. Steel Garden, sure, it doesn't get the connections, but it just ends up wasting so much time. And that means Wolves waste the showstopper, waste the lock.
क्या reset किया रे?
Sen on 11.
तो आज ही busy था खेलने।
Juicy looked like he got seized as he was trying to come in with that showstopper.
सोचा कि मुझे लग रहा है stream पे नहीं stream off करके चली जाऊँगी।
Steel Garden forced.
Called
Lost
tool.
another 5 seconds of time to make that retake happen. And timing's been a bit of an issue in the series at really important moments.
Sen bursting out into rubble with
यार
getting this space on the map for free, and they haven't been getting re-cleared, so they're hoping that's just going to be the case right now, and they can pivot elsewhere.
The push up though towards Mound by Juicy means that he knows this is a bit of a fake. Now Sen are going to drift back in that direction. B main held 3 players at B for Wolves in general, so Sen make a good call here, heading to a pretty lightly held C-side.
Second gets the showstopper with a collection of that orb. Is he going to try to send it in? It's Bang teleport on the cross to break the crosshairs.
Awkward for Johnny, tries to crouch, but Juicy's waiting there, finds his second. Elsa steps up, only for 1, it's 3 for Wolves.
क्या Juicy ace करेगा?
Now the momentum out of Sen's court. Second can still go for this though.
Oh, that would just be so high risk. Certainly doesn't want to waste it. That being said, though, this is a pivotal round. Maybe if they can get a kill first, bring it into a 2v3, then you can use it. But in the 2 versus 4, you're just not going to want to waste it. But look at the SEN economy.
30 seconds left.
Wolves have been able to keep a lid on it.
लेसुन को
Kept them
मिर्च के
in that
पेस्ट
danger
में
zone.
डालने का फिर तड़का लगा
Just 20
के
seconds left. They're going to opt to save these 2
भाई
right
वही तो
to the next.
लहसुन और मिर्ची की हरी मिर्ची की चटनी
Pretty big series for him. I mean, Zekken came on your show and sort of said
crazy good
he had full
Save
belief in
करने
Narrate
का
to turn up when it mattered. That he just needed
10
that one
seconds left.
breakout
They
game to
don't have
really
money.
show what he's capable of. There's a sense that he's still got more to show on this team.
He's been having a quality series here. Yeah, I really don't think he's even reached his peak with Sentinels yet. To me, he does have more to show. He can even kick things into a higher gear.
And that's a Wolves round picked up. Sen do not want to take the gambit with 2.
मजा आया कि fish है
Great little
ऐसा क्या?
piece for Juicy here on scene.
This is another situation.
अबे वरुण तू रहता पुणे में लेकिन तू है कहाँ से?
That is floating
पुणे
back.
से ही है तू?
It's good fundamentals, swinging together, taking the fights together, and they're finding the kills in the Sentinels' transitional moments where they're trying to still scale deeper, get into the site.
Their fears.
All right, Sen, because of those 2 safe guns, they are going to be able to get a near full buy. Celsius does have the stinger.
Okay, they got Juicy at 8 this time. Looks like Wolves are ready for a bit more of a rubble fight.
Wow, this is Narrate trying to draw a lot of attention. Baits out the Nightfall while the rest of Sentinels will be able to get into this B site unless Spring tries to slow them down.
Too slow in a baby door here for Wolves. Spring's able to find one anchored on the site. Sentinels forced away by their Viper util.
It's just that Molly on the ground that once again isolates Zekken in the site and evens things up. Even this pivot to C slowed down on account of another Molly, but Wolves won't fully be in position to get in just yet. Hoping to spam through. Bang getting on low HP, but the Viper's pit will just further obscure the view from Waterfall.
Spike passed along to Zelsis by the looks. And now a bit of a nice cut even from Sentinels, but you have to imagine they're staying here because of the Viper's pit. Zelsis here with an Arc Rose to set up, and this is going to be a tough retake for Wolves at the best of times. They can't even counter pit this, Wyatt.
Spike planted.
Spike is going to be planted, getting through this pit. A nightmare, but at the very least, when Sufat does make his way over, look at the concern right now from Wolves about a flank towards B. They're doubling up for that. Oh, and it's just wasting time. Juicy can't win a crucial duel.
And he can't double up with anyone from Waterfall because of that pit. He's solo in that position.
The round is slipping away. Prowler needs to be used to spot someone out, hoping to get some spam through the pit.
Oh, 1 by 1, White, they set up and they're fed to the wood chipper. I think at this point, Superfat realizes there's no point forcing the issue any further. Lysol caught out, both guns stripped away from Wolves. With an economy still to be able to buy, that is a devastating round to drop to SEN.
Chinese teams have really
One round away, Sentinels
they've
from
become
taking their first.
China की number 1 team तो काफी अच्छी है. BLG अरे BLG वगैरह बिली गेमिंग ये सब Chinese team भी तो है. इसमें कांगकांग है. China only one.
Adapt as a team to play together.
कांगकांग बिली में ही है ना.
Bounce back.
आपको बोला ना आपकी तबीयत फिर आपका फिर भी स्ट्रीम क्या फिर आपने
They're gonna have significant ultimates to close
क्या
things
बोलते हैं
out.
वो अच्छा ओके उसको चुलबुला दूंगी.
And they stay in the game. Nightfall.
EDG हाँ EDG.
So so much pressure towards his way.
Second wants to
Not
get
Billy.
showstopper. That's a deep rocket.
Oh my God, he went with a snipe with that.
EDG में world champ last year.
Superfat respects it.
Asia Pacific on top.
They can still pull out. We've seen this before. Bouncing over
पता
to
नहीं
another
कुछ नींद
side.
आ रही है मैं
Early
चला.
action here.
Well, Wolves will be more than happy that
Bye
both
मैं भी चली
in the first 20
जाऊंगी.
seconds and did not do anything for Sen. They don't even really have much control. The trouble Juicy is pushed up towards box, has Spring on stairs ready to swing off him. John is just trying to keep them distracted, keep them on this site.
That's an extra 5 to 8 seconds in which Wolves do think something's happening at A, even if John doesn't have any follow-up. That means it will be YU again that has to anchor this C site alone.
At this point, though, they're not believing it. Spring is getting over to the C site right now, and we'll be able to help YU on account of the delay from the Mollies.
Viper's Pit now drawn out in the C side. It's going to be a tough ask to expect Sen to go there, so we're bouncing back. Time is getting short. 30 seconds left in the round, and the Vanguard...
They're going back A. What a call.
Is A back on the menu?
Yeah, it looks like it. This is a very late pivot. They want to actually go into a B split, threatening...
Whoop! Through the smoke.
They're going away for the B side, and they got the drop on Juicy.
Oh my God, they're actually going B. Oh my God, what a fucking call.
Trying to get back in. Nice.
Oh no!
Second and bang for well away side. Now
Oh!
out of the game. John clutching for the series. Spring and Lysol doubled up. Spray through smoke is wild. It's wayward, and Spring gets it to half. Now off of it. Looking to team up with Lysol here, and John has very little to look at. Somehow finds Spring.
Let's fucking go, John, for the clutch for the win.
Mastermind plants the flag for Americas here in Toronto. Clutching up the game as Sentinels walk away with the
Well played, भाई. Throw कर दिया था almost. घूमी कर रहा था, smoke हुआ नहीं है. घूम रहे ऊपर upper पे. Second.
Clutches it out in the 1 versus 2. Sen starts strong, but man, did Wolves come out swinging. No one expected this game to be that close back on split. They kept trying to get in the mix on Lotus. It felt like they were always so close to maybe...
10 win, bhai. Let's go.
But Sen were just too strong on their own map pick.
सब लोग GG लिखो chat में.
Halftime coach interview that it was tough to play against.
सब लोग क्या 4 लोग ही तो.
Style. We're playing against a different region.
Let's go, Angel. Let's go.
It's hard to get online. Put on Lotus. Work to perfection. Dominant.
इतने आसपास ही knockout करेगा. हाँ बे चल. MIBR versus SEN देखा था? America's group stage में.
Sentinels still have all the tools they need to put a compelling performance forward on these maps. Ridiculous comeback in that first map. Great series. We're now going to head over to Jen Lee down on the stage for our Verizon post-match interview with Bang.
Congratulations, Sentinels! Right. Looking sharp, everyone. Bang, I'm gonna need you over here for an interview. Please. Thank you. 2-0, W on the board. That's gotta feel nice, right?
Yeah, it does. Feels really good. I'm really glad we were able to close it out. It was a little shaky, but it's alright.
Can we please talk about how close today was, especially on split? What
I mean, to get permission for the watch party, I reached out to
We weren't really ready for what they were doing.
Valorant
kind of a new thing,
and they said that as long as
we just had to adapt.
It's a public stream,
We still got 4.
then I can stream
pretty
it.
good
I don't need
regarding
specific
that. But on attack is
permission
when we really
to be
started
able to
like
stream it.
playing like ourselves. I feel like.
Speaking of having to adapt, right? Let's talk about the Taeho nerf. Because you guys played Taeho.
There are certain guidelines
back in stage 1. So how do you think that nerf has affected you guys?
some guidelines
I don't really think it's
that you have to
affected us as much as
follow,
people
like
think, to be honest. I
some
feel like
decorum
people are overrating
maintain
how
karna, gana
how
vana
good
and
we
all of
are,
those
or
things
underrating how good
while
we are,
you're
and
streaming.
I don't think it has anything to do with how good Teo is.
As long as
Right,
that
lastly, you
happens,
guys
then
are
it's
1-0
fine.
now.
But तुम members
Who would
only
you
पे
like to
तुम
face
stream नहीं कर
next? You
सकते.
have PaperX Bilibili
If
and the
you are
winner
streaming,
of
then
the
your
upcoming
stream
Gen
needs to
G versus
be
MIBR
publicly
matchup.
available, not just members.
I would probably, out of all those teams, like to play
मैं
PaperX the
करने
most.
पे मिल
They're definitely the
जाती
most
है,
fun team to
मेल
play
करने पे
against, I
मिल
feel like.
जाती है.
You wanna have fun?
Yeah.
Go 2-0.
Yeah.
All right.
ना ना मेल की जरूरत भी नहीं पड़ती.
Congratulations once again.
मैंने रीच आउट किया था
Give it
उनको,
up one
उन्होंने
more time
बोला
for
कि तुम कर
Sentinels.
सकते हो as long as तुम members only या फिर प्राइवेट स्ट्रीम नहीं कर रहे हो. It should be public. And उनका कुछ तो एक लिंक दिया था जिसपे थोड़ी बहुत गाइडलाइंस थे that you need to maintain while you're watch partying या streaming Valorant का content. चलो आई थिंक जीजी है, मैं निकल रही हूँ. कब चालू होगा दूसरा? चलो ठीक है. Okay guys, bye bye. I will see you guys tomorrow. चलो जल्दी स्ट्रीम लाइक कर दो अगर तुमने स्ट्रीम लाइक नहीं किया है, and good night, bye bye.
I've been dead in water for some time, picking up the parts of all my life. Didn't get to solve it this time. I will have to break apart.